Hello? Hello. Everybody, happy Sunday. Welcome to the tail end of the weekend. Right. That light's very bright. Hang on. I'm going to grab a hold of you now. Wait. Oh, Jesus. Wait now. There. No. There. That made absolutely no difference at all. You're all very welcome in. Happy Sunday. Tonight we take part in part 2 of the part of OnAir, the Christmas challenge. Tonight we're going to be flying in the Vision Jet as we leave the Faroe Islands, heading over to Norway. Yes, over to the land of Norse. And this should be an interesting one. We made an absolute mess of the important cargo on Friday, but it's all right. Santa Claus is very understanding of these situations. In actual fact, he said, "Don't worry, Murph, I'll resupply you in Norway." Now, brilliant, says I. So that's what's going to happen. But tonight, friends, we're on live weather. Time of day has brought back a couple of hours as we hope for a bit of daylight as we fly across the North Sea and then on up through Norway. Some 685 nautical miles we're going to attempt on a Sunday night before we have work and or school in the morning. Great idea. But anyway, what did I get up to today? I was very busy yesterday. Got the sitting room done, get up the yard. I have to get shelves. Well, I don't. I have shelves. I bought shelves. Imagine buying shelves and they don't include the screws or the roll plugs. What? So it's in the instructions. You need 5 of these. I don't have them. You need 5 of those. I don't have them either. So I need to grab them tomorrow, you know. So let's see what happens tomorrow as I attempt to hang some shelves. You know, that's what I do. But anyway, house refurbishment's well underway. The kitchen's almost done. The sitting room is almost done. I'm not going to get the hallway done before Christmas. So we said, listen, we'll leave it there. We've enough done, you know. New curtains and all the jazz. And that was my day yesterday. We were up early, went out, had to get Murphy's Law, right? Went to turned on or tested the Christmas tree lights, turned them on, blew the switch. I know, did it again, blew another switch. So I had to go out and buy new lights. But I think they're, well, she's happy with the new lights. Funny enough, they're actually called Firefly lights. Just they're lovely. So we have Firefly lights now on our Christmas tree. Do you know? But anyway, yeah, Murph drilling holes. What could possibly go wrong? Ring. It could go ring, Muse, right? Yeah, so I have to drill. How many? They need 5 screws. It's 10 holes need to be drilled tomorrow. Jesus, it'll be some crack. But you're all very welcome in. Very sad and disturbing news. You probably saw it on the headlines today coming out of Australia. Thoughts and prayers with the families there. Lads, the real world, I mean, you know, it's what goes on, unfortunately, in places. This is our little escape from it, right? Hopefully we can put a smile on a face, which is never easy. But, well, I mean, I do stupid stuff all the time. Might force a grin, you know. But definitely our thoughts and prayers are with those affected by that today. Very sad. What's going on in the world, do you know? But we're here in our beloved flight sim. And the Vision Jet, this is an aircraft I haven't flown in quite some time. And very excited when this first got released. Flight Effects developed this aircraft. And then it became part of Microsoft's collection, you see. And, well, the default Vision Jet, if we can call it that, it's not as... Well, it's not as, you know, it's not as in-depth as what Flight Effects had in terms of there's no tablet or any of that sort of jazz, but it's still quite a good machine, and I'm looking forward to flying it tonight. So, yes, this should be definitely fun, you see. But who's rambled in? Look, speaking of which, did you see the weather forecast for the week? So it's 13 degrees here in Tipperary. 13, right? We lit the fire last night because it was cold. Today it's roasting. T-shirt, right? Anyway, tomorrow is between 2 and 9 degrees. Tuesday between 1 and 8 degrees. Down off the side she goes, back into the cold, and it's going to be freezing. So we'll have to we'll have to wrap up, you know, bundle yourself up in warm clothing and light a fire or something. But anyway, who's here? Look, there's a button. As we get ourselves ready for tonight's flight, we don't belong on a Sunday night, but sure, listen, could be worse, could be Tuesday, imagine. But anyway, who's here? Spitfire RAF 100, you're very welcome aboard. Fierce Wolf, looking fierce and wolfy, welcome in, buddy. Vacuum is in the house. Stick Figure, good evening. The Impossible Face, hope you're well. Tarnished Mossman, Happy Sunday, bud. Retriever Neil is in the house. Hello, fellow fireflies. You're very welcome in. Viper Strike is here. Was doing some bush flying in California's Alesund Volcanic National Park. Ooh, very nice. Kill Switch, good evening. Cracker is in the house. Mrs. TPHI, Incorporated. The upside down person. You're very welcome in. Who also has some very questionable Christmas tree decorations. Yeah. You're very welcome in. Yeah, let me see. Neil, thank you for 15 in a row. And Cracker, thank you for 15 in a row. Muse fan is here, burst in the door with a notebook, wondering what day it is. Happy today. Happy today, Muse. It's great to see you, buddy. Toto, 24.95. Good to see you, Toto. Soaring AJ. AJH, man, you're very welcome in. Happy Sunday. 10 Yurdas here, 98 Vulcan. Thoughts are with you, my guy. Hope you're keeping well. Let me see now. P.S. Miranda. Hello there. You're very welcome in. Commander Balosh is in the house. Gar Gaming, a very good evening to all in County Galway. Hope you're well. Now, let me see. Is it Jesus? Is it or Leroy? I think it is. You're very welcome. Speaking of which, on Tuesday, for our daytime stream, I'm going to be doing some X-Plane. So remind me to fly out of Maastricht. PH Roy made his version of Maastricht. We'll have to check it out. Note to self, remind oneself to do that. Remind me now, lads, you will. Sound. APU Inspector, 95 streams in a row. You're very welcome aboard. Cheers, buddy. Norse Viking, good to see you. Goblin Zeus, good evening. Now, let me see. Zard is in the house. Welcome aboard. Apache is here. Idle Cutoff. Cambridge calling. Hello from Tipperary. Good to see you. Colonel Fork is here. Try -8 degrees, Murph. And that's with the sun out. Jeez. That's now, they've packed up and left temperature, if you know what I'm saying. Right. No, they're gone. What? We're all speaking like BGs. That's cowled. Cowled. No longer cold. That's cowled. Right, Colonel Fork, great to see you, man. Lazy Boy, good to see you, man. Hope all, Lazy Boy. The 8 is a B, not an 8. It's a Lazy Boy. I can read. Not very well though. But Lazy Boy, good to see you. Flyer 10. Sunday stream beats having a second bath. A second bath, you say? Thank you very much indeed for 31 months. Cheers, buddy. Voicey is in the house. Good to see you. And Oblong Life, welcome in. Ryan is here. Welcome aboard. My Christmas tree decorations are awesome. Mrs. TPHI, I'm genuinely, terrified to ask you what's at the top of the tree. Right? Considering we saw what's on the way. Mac Vision, good evening. Zybak Dog calling from Denmark. Hello from Tipperary. Hope you're well. Manx is here. Good evening, Manx. Happy Sunday, man. Who's over here in this button? Yes. Uniform Goose. Good day, Goose. Hope all is well. Dave Cleary. Legend Dave. Welcome in, Dave. Good to see you, buddy. Northland Air. Very happy Sunday to you. Bat. Good to see you, man. He says FS Expo tickets go on sale now. Did you? You can grab your tickets to FS Expo. Do be sure to grab them, lads. There's a link down below on my Twitch page. You'll go down to where it says FS Expo. Click on that gadget. You can get your tickets straight from there. Straight from that single button. You don't even have to type anything in. Technology. Flight Sim Max, good evening. Hope you're well. The living room photo looked well smart. Thank you very much. I have a very dedicated and very handy wife. Jesus. I did very little. Well, I lit the fire, right? I did some trunking with some cabling, right? As you can see, cable tidy. I have a knack for it now. What else? And I drilled. Yeah, I did put holes in the doors to fit the new door handles. They're very nice. Yes. I won't tell you now, the damage under or behind the door handle. No one can see that. So it's grand. Absolutely grand. So, yes. Where are we at now? Mr. TPHI, very good evening. We're sitting between -15 and -24 for next week. Send a letter to Colonel Fork. Yours might find his, if you know what I mean. Your balls pack up. Bat, yes, indeed. You got your FS Expo tickets. Good man yourself. Little Trader, good evening. Decided to watch on the YouTubes tonight. You're very welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Jambo, good to see you. Is 2024 better than 2020? Yes. Yes, it is. I hope that answers it. Let me see now. Ron, Jesus now. Ron, is it Quarterone? Greetings from Baston. Hello from Tipperary. You're very welcome aboard. Commander Smokey is here. You've done the first leg successfully. Good man yourself. We'll all follow Commander Smokey. Let's see what happens. Right, now we're over here again. Look, this is brilliant, isn't it? Right, there's buttons. It's all catching up with us now. Retriever Neil says, it could be a record for a Murph introduction. Speaking of Dave, women like speaking from Dave from, what's FOTC? Women like three things: Men in Kilts, Southern Comfort, and Chris Isaac's Wicked Game. Who? FOTC. What's right? Energizer is here. Evening all. I missed Friday's stream, but I hear it went absolutely fault-free and perfect. Yes. Oh, fly to the brilliant. Fly to the Concords. Yes, leggy blonde. Brilliant. That's fantastic. Good man, Voicey. That went over my head, but then I caught it. You know, we brought it back again. I've took a break from studying for my exam right now. Where's the FS Expo this year? It's on in Minneapolis, St. Paul this year in June. And tickets are on sale right now. So, yeah, if you can make it, brilliant. We'll all be there. If you can't make it, they do a digital pass. It gives you access to all the announcements and all the stuff that's on the stage as well, so it should be deadly. Shane McHale is here. Good to see you, Shane. Hope you're well. Right, let us attempt to do this leg without causing too much of incident. We shall see. We shall see. Right, come on over here. Look, brilliant. Now, so here we are in the Vision Jet, and we have a 747 right behind us. Who's that? Look, Jesus, who is that actually? But of course it is. It's Midlife Rex. Rex, are you actually in a 747? Or, you know, I like lamb. Do you really like lamb? Or are you just saying it? I like lamb. Right, now, Sky Perrin, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Zard, indeed, the route is there. Yes. Is he actually in a 7-4? I mean, you know. Hang on a second. Because you know the way now, right. Let's just do one of these. Naughty Gnome, a very good evening to you. Hope you're well, buddy. Right, let's give this a little reset and see what happens. You know, put out Midlife Rex. He's having a Midlife Rex. We'll see what happens here now, right? As that's loading in, let's go in and look at our routing. So, yeah, 685 nautical miles this trip. We're going to be going from the Faroe Islands over to... what's this place called again? Is it Verga? Yeah, Alesund Verga. And, Vigra, and Echo November Alpha Lima, first stop of the night. Then we do another couple of 100 miles all the way up to Rosvoll. Is it Mo i Rana or Rosvoll, right? There's a bit of mileage now on this one. Now, the first leg, it's over the sea, the big blue sea. We're not going to see much. However, I do have the new global shipping up and running, so who knows what we might see. Then, once we're into the neck of the woods of Norway, well, we're going to have some cracking scenery heading up and along this coast. Now, strictly the rules are keep your aircraft 300 feet above ground level. We'll throw a bit of caution into the wind because, well, we'll fly low, but we'll see. We want to kind of explore the sim as well in all its beauty. No, Midlife Rex is in fact in a 747. Larry is here, good to see you. Both of these are actually in the new ETS2 DLC. No way, are they? I think the first word of the first stop is pronounced Alesund. Alesund, sure. Let's go with that. Whereabouts in Ireland are you from? Also, hello from your neighbour to the west. Originally from Dublin. And, you know, my accent has been influenced by many things. But yes, Larry, good to see you, buddy. I read that as idle cut off. It's grand, right? It's grand. Right, anyway, let's start doing our thing, shall we? And get this aircraft up and running. So, here we are in the Vision Jet, the SF-50. Beautiful aircraft. It's built by Cirrus in the real world. You can buy these for about $2 million. And, you know, small change. And you can buy them second hand. The cheapest one I've seen was about $1.4 million. And I was lucky enough to actually see one of these in the flesh twice. One at FS Expo in Houston, and then one over in and around at the Grand Canyon, you see. So they are a absolutely gorgeous aircraft. They're fast. They're categorized as a very light jet, but they are fast. They're very spacious, and the view, I mean, Vision Jet, the view you actually get out of this aircraft is spectacular. Excellent. both from a pilot and a passenger perspective. And performance-wise, it's also very, very good as well. The Vision Jet is almost the ideal aircraft if you want to transition from flying, you know, standard general aviation, be it propellered, right? And you want to get into the world of the business jets. This is the machine to start that transition on, because it's relatively easy to fly. The starter procedure is as simple as, you know, starting your car. It uses Friday Dec, but also very modern avionics. It's all glass, and well, it just works terribly, terribly well, you see. So, right, we'll see how we get on here, but it is a very pretty jet, and yeah, I'm a fan of this. Now, when it comes to anti-ice capabilities, well, the airframe does have anti-ice, right? Or is it de-ice? I think it's anti-ice. And rather than having boots on the leading edge, although they do look like they have boots, I think it's an anti-ice liquid that comes out with this gadget. I think now, I could be wrong. We'll double check it now once we get flying, right? But it's a very cool, modern, light jet. Do you know? So this is our chariot for today's flight. So before we get going, let's jump into the flight deck, or the little cockpit. Close the door. Oh no, that put me outside, you muppet. Go inside, Murph. There we go. Now, I found a way to override default aircraft. You know the way you want to just open the door and look at the door open when you're on the ramp without having the sim forcibly remove you from the sim? Well, good elf Mother of Janie, the LOD on the 7.4. Good L Flow will help us out there, because if we go to the little open the door buttons, there we have the door opening, and we don't actually leave the aircraft, which is deadly, right? Daddy Plump, very good evening to you. Filthy, welcome aboard. Hope you're well, lads. So that's what we can do with that. So we shall close the door and jump ourselves back inside. And before we get going, we're going to bring up some OnAir. Now, with OnAir, as I said, I failed my first mission. I'm a special kind of stupid. I went too rough with the aircraft and they broke. They broke. However, there are secondary missions to this challenge as well. You can fly in refillment or resupply, if you like, of the dilithium vials. So there's a shorter flight you can fly. There's like 5 secondary missions, much shorter flights that you can fly to the main route to resupply. It's actually a great idea. So if that went wrong, okay, you just do an extra flight, right? Now, what we're doing, we're continuing on the main leg, and my hope is when we're starting up next Friday, leaving Echo November Romeo Alpha, we will get resupplied. That's my hope, right? We've all week to figure this one out. So that is what we're going to do. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into some freelance missions and just create a flight from this, all right? This runway is very wiggly on the map. Wiggly, you say? So let me see. If I go into freelance jobs and we're going to put in 2 flights. Our first flight in the Vision Jet, it's going to detect this. So we'll put in free flight, and we're going to be departing out of the airport Echo Kilo Victor Golf. It is detected, and our first stop is over at Alesund, and that's where we're going. So if we do this flight, we'll get paid 2,500 credits, gain a bit of XP, and also we have our overall kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Thing. What's the word? You know the word. Your not legend or your status. There's a word for it. It will increase your reputation. Your reputation will increase. Words are hard tonight. But anyway, let us have a look at this. So this is how we're going to fly it. It's a direct to. We're going to click on fly now. Aircraft fueling, I set it at 80%. 80%, thank you. Now, we also need to do a UTC offset because I don't want to fly at night time, right? So if I have a look at the current time in the sim, it is now 12:21 local. All right, so 12:21 local. So we'll come on over here. We're going to validate our fuel. Destination needs to go in, ENAL, right? And see this UTC offset? We're going to bring this back minus 6 hours. All right, 6 hours, and we're going to hit fly now. So OnAir is going to go, we see you now. We're going to start connecting things into you, and everything's going to be tickety-boo. Fuel, all our tracking conditions have been met, and we'll start tracking. Now, when we're doing this with the actual challenge, it'll do most of this automatically. Then it goes to the screen to make sure that everything's in play. Do you know? Roy is here. Roy, on Tuesday, we're explaining. I'm going to be using the new aircraft from V-Sky Labs. Will you remind me, Murph, will you fly out of Maastricht? I want to do that on Tuesday, Roy. I want to check out the scenery. Hans Gruber Jr. Hans, you're very welcome aboard. Thank you, sir, for 43 months, man. I hope you're very, very well. Good to see you. One Foxy Bingo, Gav, good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Right, so here's our scenery loaded in. There's, I don't know what. It's a super tanker. It's not still Rex, is it? Right now. Yeah, I think it is Rex, right. We like 7.4s. Sure we do. Irvy, good to see you. Right, so with this aircraft, as I said, relatively straightforward to get it into action, right? We're going to, before we do anything, landing gear is in the down position, parking brake is engaged, and we'll start off with our batteries. Battery 1, battery 2. And while we're sitting on the ground, we'll go ahead and put some lighting on. There's no nav lights or whatever else. We just have landing, ice, and strobe lights. So we'll turn them on, make sure there's light. Other things, we'll get our window heating and we'll also put on our ice protection once we get the engine up and running. But we have a bit of stuff to do before we go. First and foremost, we need to calibrate our screens or get the screens the way we want them. How we do that, we have multiple displays down here. If we look at these guys, this is where we can select on our right side MFD, we can go left screen or right screen. Left screen, I'm going to go with our GPS position, our map. The right screen is going to show me a status on the aircraft, all right? So we need to start going off and initiate all our aircraft. So we're going to start off the fuel. We're going to fob sync the fuel on board, right? Fuel on board sync. And we're going to say, yeah, we've 237 gallons, confirm. Remaining fuel, lovely. Next, we're going to go to our weight and balance, which should be grand, as is. Next, we're going to put in our origin. So we are on the ground here at Echo Kilo, Victor Golf, Vagar, and our destination is Echo November, Alpha Lima, Alesund, or Vigra. All right, so that's where we're going first. So we shall say, and we can put in other bit information here. We can say, speed constraints or altitude constraints, right? So I can go into initialization and really dial that in. So our flight plan is in. I'm happy enough with that. We can put in some VNAV information here as well. So our profile, VNAV enabled or off, it's up to us. So it's going to say cruising altitude 1,009 feet. Well, it won't be really. We go up here, cruise schedule, pilot defined cruise. What speed do we want? We probably want 250, right? And then we need to go in and set up altitudes and that sort of jazz. All right. Actually, I don't want to see where can I do that? Altitude, descent, that's okay. Come on down here, flight plan options, show on map, yes. Traffic on map. Orientation, I'm a north-up kind of guy. Let me see, Connex radar for weather, no. Wind vector, yes. And that all looks good to me, so we'll okay that. Then we'll go in for our takeoff data. Runway for this one, lads, based on the wind. Let us base this on the wind. Is this going to use live wind? I can use flow for the wind. Weather. So winds are 230 at 10 knots. 230 at 10. 23 at 10. Let's go runway 30. Require takeoff. Distance. Don't need to worry about that. So all of this is looking good. I'm going to accept the initialization. All right. We also have SimBrief and we also have Navigraph all built into this, which is brilliant. Do you know? Captain Noodle, good evening. Roy says, okay, if I don't forget it myself, I will, of course. Keep in mind the scenery is recreated by the default assets as the gateway doesn't allow custom. That's okay, Roy. Yeah, no worries, man. Timothy McGee, good to see you, buddy. Murphy, where's this now? Happy holidays. It snowed in Baltimore, Maryland. No way, man. Baltimore. That's pretty cool. Right, let me have a look here. So, our left screen, and you can see it showing some terrain detail as well. Right side is showing us our weight and balance. So, well, we can get rid of that. If we go here to our aircraft systems, and if we want to look at now our engine and fuel, so that's going to show us what we have on board, all right, and what valves are running. As I said, it's a FADEC system in this. Electrical power currently from the battery in which we are drawing it, so we want to start this machine up pretty quickly. Environmental and pressure. So we can see what's happening outside. We do have oxygen on board if we need it. Ice protection systems, so we can see that the probes are off. It's 7 degrees, so we're okay for the minute. So we'll see how the weather goes, right? What is OnAir like as an individual? Do VAs use it? Both and both. So individually, it's brilliant because you can create your own career, your own legacy, plus your own industry. You can build your own airports, FBOs, all that kind of stuff. But you can also do it for the virtual airline. You can work for someone else, you can subcontract yourself out, or you can create your own company and have AI pilots and real pilots fly for you as well. It's very, very good. I love OnAir. It's so much fun. There's always something to do, and it's great for giving you kind of reasons for flying. It's awesome. Landing gear configuration. So we can see gear down, locked, brakes on. And then our landing field elevation, we'll keep that to the FMS. It's going to be 59 feet. That'll do. So we're going to keep it on the aircraft information page. Next up, we're going to go for an engine start. So let's see what happens. Reset our barrow. Lights are currently on here at the moment. Throttle is off. Fuel control is on auto. Hobbs meter is 0. It's a brand new machine. Quick check behind us. Doors are closed and locked. We're going to remove our remove before flight. We do have this big safety button up here, which is our auto land system, right? If things get us in trouble. So while we're waiting here, let's have a look here. Oxygen and fresh air. Just test those if they're working, which they are. So next we're going to run our engine. So fuel pump's coming on. And when we go to start this machine, everything happens very quickly. It's a FADEC system. It's all automated. Do you know? Something horrible happened. We got socked with snow and woke up with no power, Heisenberg. No way, man. Do the Fireflies use it instead of New Sky? Well, we never really used New Sky. FS Hub is where the lads would operate most of the time. Right, let us start up this engine on the back. Are we ready? Press and hold.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Okay, N1, N2 rising, ITT is coming up. Oil pressure and temperature is rising. And we are sounding good. Couple of warning lights, but that's quite okay. Okay, so that's a good start in the engine. Generator's coming online. Now we can see that our bleeds are currently off. Go ahead and open these. Probe heat can come on. And we need to adjust our takeoff pitch trim. Whenever you're ready, there we go. There's a bit of movement. We need to go up the road, so bit of movement here in our pitch trim. Get it into the takeoff area. She's slowly but surely moving. Does move though. And get it into the green arc. Malky, good to see you. Stug, good to see you. Airlock Doc, good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're having a great weekend. Going to do some flying here. 2%, 3%. Let's call it 3%. Right. So next up, we'll go to our little squawk machine. Let's put in 64 for the crack. 6461, and we'll enter. Okay, so squawk is on. Flight director coming in. Altitude select. It's going to be very, very low here. We're going to say 300 feet for the moment until we see what sort of trouble we can get into, right? Now, let me see. Windshield, ice protection. Leave it all off at the moment. It's warm enough out there, 7 degrees. So I think we're looking good. Course deviation is set, and we're going to be on nav mode. Lovely. All right, friends. We said runway 30 for departure. So, let me see. For taxiing, easy now, Betsy. So we're going to come off the ramp and hang a left, and then we're going to be going down the hill. All right, off the ramp, hang a left, back taxi, and then out. That be fair enough? Right. Disappear this. Brakes coming off. Apply a bit of power. Epic Fool, good to see you. All right. Bit of movement. And we have OnAir tracking us. Is this plane in the sim or is it paid? Briggsy, it's a default aircraft now. Default. Right, one notch of flaps are going to be using that for takeoff. And oh, we got some nice jets here. Nice Vision jets, but also we got a CJ4, CJ3 it looks like there as well. That's supposed to be a 747, which it is. Rex, the absolute mad devil. Doing multiplayer, yes indeed. Come and join us. Lads, if you've never done multiplayer, just jump in. If you don't know how to do it, ! how to multiplayer, and that'll get you up and running. Alright, bit of power. Sir Camsalot, my dude, happy Sunday, man. I haven't flown this Vision Jet in so long. So long. Looking forward to the PMDG as well. Sunjammer, good evening. I haven't broken it yet. There's still time. There's always time. Right, approaching the active. All our lights are on. Hang a left. And we shall back taxi. Now we need to do a small bit of planning here after takeoff because we're trying to keep our altitude very low, at least for, you know, for the moment. So when we take off, we want to keep our altitude low, and it's going to be a left turn around the bay. Do you know? Unusual Sunday stream. It is. It is. All right. So how are we looking? Aircraft good. Ice protection. We'll keep an eye on these sensors. That'll be telling us what the air temperature is going to be at. Sophus, good to see you, buddy. Man, this is a cool jet, isn't it? And like, it's fast as well. I mean, we can happily cruise at about 250. Storm's not hanging around. What I do find slightly disturbing and weird is that an Asobo aircraft has the pilot sitting out the back. Doesn't anyone check for this? Jesus. Commander Balosh, are you actually in a 737? He's probably at the stage now where he doesn't care. He's like, no, I don't care. I'm going first. Shag off. No, you're in the SF50 from Flight Effects. Is that the default one or the original one? Outside air should be at the bottom left, which it is. But what I want to do is keep an eye on the right over here. The reason being is you have various different probes on this aircraft. So I just want to see what the crack is. Now it says probe heat is off. Why is that now? Wing stab? Maybe. 2 dogs! Thank you very much indeed. It's the original one, so model matching is having a fit again tonight. Interesting. I wonder if I bounce servers, will that kind of fix it? Hang on. Isn't there a way to change servers here? I thought I kept that button for changing servers, no? Position, weather. Hang on. Game servers. Oh wait, have I to throw in a whole page of them? Right, so we'll horse in a North Europe and we'll horse in a Southeast Asia. Right, that'll do. So let's jump over to North Europe and see if that worked. Which it does. Now put it back to Southeast Asia. Right. Let's try again. Alright, we'll do a Yui. Easy now. There's some aircraft loading in. I think we're looking better now. We're looking better. Okay, it seems to have helped. Riot! Are we ready, friends? Doc Nader, good evening. Country Flyer, good evening. Hope you're well, lads. Right, let's have a look at this. So we're going to take off, fly straight ahead, keep left as we want to kind of peel around the... Jesus. Around the gadget, right? Jetsman, or Jetsman, welcome in. Right. Power coming in. Stable, toga. Eyes on the floor. Now we're laughing. You're up the yard. Airspeed live. 85, 90 knots is enough for this machine. Oh, the wind. Yepsy daisy. Man alive, it got very windy there.
Airborne time log.
Right, easy now, Jemima.
Traffic.
You're alright,
12
Betsy.
o'clock. Same altitude. Less than 1 mile.
Grand.
Traffic. 11 o'clock. High. Less than 1 mile. Traffic. 6 o'clock. Same altitude. Less than 1 mile. Traffic.
Oh, jeez, we're gonna have to shut her
3
up.
o'clock. High. Less than 1 mile. Traffic. 1 o'clock. Same altitude.
Map
Less
settings.
than 1 mile.
Wished. Bloody hell. Go back. Right, right. Easy now. Oh, look at this scenery. I went to stick on the telly so I could watch this on the sofa. Software update. I don't believe you.
Shrink rate.
Briggs, you got to see a bud?
Shrink rate.
Alright, easy now.
Traffic. 6 o'clock. Same altitude.
Why is she
Less
still
than
giving
1
out about
mile.
traffic?
Traffic. 7 o'clock. High. Less than 1 mile.
Alright, thanks for telling us.
500.
Tracks, good stuff, buddy. Yeah, man, the Moses stuff is deadly. Jesus! Easy now. Look at this! Look at the mountains here, man. Jesus! Right, easy now. We'll try and keep things low if we can. You know, normal. Some starters as well. I reckon I need to do something with me with me cash.
Pull up.
You're all right now.
Pull up.
She needs it, you know.
Pull up.
Traffic. 7 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll fix all that down in a second,
Less
Jemima.
than
Don't
1
you
mile.
worry.
Traffic. 6 o'clock. Same altitude.
Our altitude
Less
is
than
really
1
good.
mile. Traffic. 6 o'clock. High. Less than 1 mile.
Right,
Traffic.
bit of
Traffic.
trimmage.
6 o'clock.
Autopilot.
High. Less than 1 mile.
We want to go heading. We're on heading. Autopilot. And let's call it level. Now, at what altitude is it going to level us? Wings level. Fix the trim. It's like 40 feet off the ground. This isn't dangerous at all.
Traffic. 12 o'clock. Same altitude. Less
Easy.
than 1 mile.
Easy. Right, 300 altitude, V speed,
Traffic.
up.
Traffic.
Go.
6 o'clock.
Up.
Same altitude.
Up.
Less than 1 mile.
Right. Bloody Nora. Now, what's this traffic business? Traffic settings. Operate, standby. Now, which you big idiot. Do I have to do it on both screens? Probably not. Probably not. Right, let's have a look at our routing here. Go handy because we've mountains. So, left turn into the bay. Heading mode once again. There we go, friends. This is a plane I use when Murphy wants to go more than 200 knots. Oh, we'll be going faster than 200 knots, don't you worry. Let me see. We're going to go manual speed, auto throttle engage, and let's get us up there to about 250. Up. Up you go. 250 is what we want. Keep her going. Right, 250 right in the nose. Angels 1.5 is ahead of us. Oh, we're moving now. Do you hear it? We're absolutely moving now. Alright. Alright, outside air temperature 7 degrees. Here's rain and a ginormous mountain. Alright, watch the speed. Wind is changing. Kieran Niall ordered a Moza AB6. Nice, man. Nice. Oh, Kieran, you're going to love it, dude. It's the profiles with Moza which is just so good. The profiles are just awesome, lads. Do you know? So 300 feet according to that altitude. 302, we're alright. I hang a right. I have a feeling I didn't turn right quick enough. Right, forget the autopilot for the moment. Let's just hand fly this one and get us out of this mess. Easy now. Easy now.
500.
You're alright. There's a little gap. Hermit something, very good afternoon to you, buddy. This plane in real life must really take some restraint to fly nicely. It's a bit of a hooligan. It's so good though. And it's windy as here as well. Jesus. 40 knots wind. Out through the little gap. Oh man, this is pretty though, isn't it? I mean, look at this.
500.
You're alright. You're alright. Jesus, we were covered in snow yesterday. Or on Friday. Right, so I'm going to try and aim for that magenta line that we were...
210 at 38 knots.
Huh? Windy, the Faroe Islands? Never. Whoa, watch that trim, man. Little bit of a handful, but we're settling in. We're settling in.
Airspeed. Airspeed. Airspeed.
Which is on the auto throttle. Easy now. Ah, it's so windy. 32 knots. Right, let's see. We'll do one of these. If you're flying along with us, lads, Xbox pilots press 1. If you're on the PC, press 2. Join FS and Skynet, it's number 3. And if you're wondering, what's he actually doing? You press number 4, and all will be well in the realm. All right. Hello, Fireflies. That took a delayed moment. Welcome to the Flying Circus. We live stream Monday to Friday, 2000 Zulu time, right here. Murphy, it's Sunday and it's 6 o'clock. Shh. Gary, don't mind that. By the way, if you'd like to join in with our multiplayer flight, exclamation point, how to multiplayer, all one word, and hopefully that'll help you out, my friends. Get up the yard. We're looking all right. We're looking all right. You know, we hope. Look at that machine. I mean, I gotta say, doesn't it look very, very pretty though? Gonna be super high fuel burn at this level? You better believe it, man. You better believe it. But it'll be grand, you know, we'll pretend someone else is paying for the fuel. And sure, look it, we'll, you know. She'll be alright. Yeah. Jesus. 289. Ah, look at the state of that. Just Tom and a Vulcan. Now that's how you travel. That's only savage looking. So it'll be interesting on this one, right? Button Smurf. I need to change the camera. Hang on there now. There you go. As I said, we're using global shipping from Seafront Simulation, so it'll be interesting if we get to see other aircraft, or ships. It's the Asoba one, Hermit, which is the same aircraft. They took over, you know. There's a bit of a gap in the clouds. And we're getting all sorts of wind and rain and all the jazz as well. Fantastic crack. Right, now, let's have a look. ETA...
Hello there.
I reckon it's 2:45. Which is about right to our final destination. We'll see how it goes. The Candorist, you're very welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Right, so on this multiplayer group flight, it's very much keep it low across the sea until we get over to Alesund. After that, then there will be a bit of crack when it comes to mountainous, regionous, maximus. Yeah, right. But I'm loving the look at the squalls with the weather here, with the rain and stuff, and even the well, I mean, it's windy, right? 25 knots blowing, but I mean, there's a bit of wave activity, right? But not much. Dr. Notham in a gorgeous hawk. And, who be this? Come hither, we can't see your name. Who is it? Oh, Cyclic Pencil. Just Tom and a Vulcan. He's like 6 feet off the ground, look. Brilliant. So Viper, the challenge from OnAir, you have to keep it within 300 feet above ground level. Mr. Egan is here. Welcome in, buddy. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you had a great stream. You're joining us here as we participate in part 2 of the OnAir Christmas challenge, for which, at the moment, it's not too bad. I made a terrible mess earlier on, though.
Allow myself to introduce
Myself. Right, up to 250, please, Murph. Up the hill. Yeah, I've already broken the vials, but listen, you know, it's grand. Santa's sound. He said, listen, I'll figure it out later, you know. I tuned into a low-level ocean crossing, my kind of stream. Nice. This is low level for sure. And if you'd like to join us, lads, just hop on the Southeast Asian server, Microsoft Flight Sim, or if you're in 2020 or X-Plane or whatever, you can use Join FS. Sim Mr. Egan, thank you very much for the raid. Hope you're well, buddy. A very happy Sunday to you. So we'll see how we get on here. And as I said, it'd be interesting to see some of the new global shipping. Because, you know, it's all installed just to see what happens, you know. Meant to call you today, but the day got away from me. Gibbo, good to see you, man. Yeah, should we catch up in the morning, sure? If you're bound to the place, or whatever day you're there. It's been a minute, man, but I hope you're well. You're looking well, you know. Are you skipping water? Well, yeah, kinda. The Candoras, thank you very much indeed. Look at that. Tier 1 sub, buddy. Thank you very much indeed. Welcome in. Colonel Fork is ahead of us. Now, what we have for this flight, because, well, as you can see, apart from the beautiful scenery of, well, you lot aircraft, right, in which we get to have a look at G flying, and of course, the mad weather that the sim is able to kind of inject into the environment right now. Look at Daddy Plump and the starship. But I also have some, I have a quiz. Sure, listen, a great man for the quizzes. We've questions to ask, right, that I've hidden over here. And I'll put them on this screen so I can read them. Are we ready? What comes with the AB6? The base, the stick, and also the desk clamp. Everything you pretty much need, do you know? Yeah, this is going to be interesting if we see any vessels. I've turned off the Microsoft Flight Sim ships. They're off, so anything we see will only be from vessels, from global shipping, right? Robo Prod, welcome in, Robo. That plane, Finn, is upside down. The Vision Jet is a cool design, isn't it? This is a spectacularly cool looking plane, and even though they're defined as a very light jet, they're a big jet, right? I mean, you can easily fit, what was it, 6 in the back? Depending on the configuration. 5 in the back, and then 2 in the front. You see, 6, single pilot operations, right? So it'll hold 6. So before we get on to the Vision Jet, before we get on to our quiz, the Vision Jet, so the Cirrus Vision Jet, also known as the Vision Jet, a single-engine, very light jet designed and produced by Cirrus Aircraft of Duluth, Minnesota in the United States. After receiving deposits back in 2006, Cirrus unveiled an aircraft mock-up on the 28th of June 2007 and a prototype on the 26th of June 2008. It made its maiden flight on the 3rd of July in 2008. Development slowed in 2009 due to lack of funding, but in 2011, Cirrus was bought by Saiga, a Chinese enterprise that funded the project a year later. The first conforming prototype subsequently flew on the 24th of March 2014, followed by 2 other prototypes the same year. A test flying program resulted in the US FAA awarding a type certificate in October 2016. Delivery started that December, and by July 2020, 200 jets have been delivered. As of the end of last year, there has been 615 Vision Jets delivered, which is quite impressive. So, the naming of this project, it was simply just called The Jet by Cirrus. The Jet, right? And in July 2008, Cirrus announced the marketing name of Vision Jet due to the V-tail, and then you had SJ for single jet. Oh. Then it was designated as a Vision SF50. So early development, and I've pictures here to show you, this is all from Wikipedia. Where is this now? Final test flights and then production. There were 600 outstanding orders went in for this aircraft. 600 were ordered, right? Cirrus have opted an optional emergency auto-land system by Garmin, which the company introduced in October. It initiates at a push of a big red button built into the G3000. This fella right here, Safe Return Auto-Land. I don't know if you've ever read up on what this unit can actually do in the real world. It's pretty cool, right? Basically, you press the button. The system is the 3rd certified in general aviation. This has it. The Cicada TBM 940 has it. And also the Piper M600 has it, this feature. And the idea being is it will take full control over the aircraft and land at the nearest suitable airfield. Full autopilot. Unbelievable, right? FS Expo registration is open. It surely is. Click on the link below. If you're on Twitch, you'll see a link that'll bring you straight to where you can get your tickets, lads. Saves you having to, you know, www. Right. I did think of the small things, you know. But yes. Now, that's all wonderful about the airplane. And as I said, there's some really nice, early renditions of it here, look. So if you look at... it was inspired by this mad-looking divil, which was a pusher prop. The first model back in 1988, a VK30, right? But anyway, The original mock-up design of the Vision Jet. It's mad, isn't it? Like, it is very futuristic looking. Early concept mock-up of the cockpit, which, to be fair, hasn't changed all that much, right? Here was the prototype. Test flight. The first production that was out at Oshkosh in 2016. It's a cool looking machine. European Business Aviation. Look at the state of that. Isn't that gorgeous? That livery is sweet, man. Oh. Isn't it class looking? That's the interior seating. This is the Vision Jet G2. This is what we have in the sim, the G2 variant. Higher ceiling and improved speed and range. Also updated avionics. There it is again, look. Isn't it gorgeous? Very, very pretty aircraft. What do we have here? Maximum speed, 311 knots. It'll cruise at 300 knots. But at this altitude, no, 240 give or take. Economical cruise speed. Range is 500 nautical miles, which isn't phenomenal. But you can also go with a lighter payload. Maximum cruise range 1200 nautical miles. Now you're talking. Service ceiling 31,000 feet. Fuel consumption 69 gallons an hour. Ouch. Right. And you can see here now, safe speed, we're booting it along at around 250. Now if we go higher, naturally enough, we can go an awful lot faster. But for the moment, we're going to keep things nice and low. Because we like a challenge, right? And according to OnAir, we need to stay within 300 feet above ground level. Which we are. Slightly. Right? And we're out in the middle of nowhere. Now, Sumbra is way off over this direction, the north of Scotland. Miles over that way, you know. Sounds just like a Skoda, or just like a Skoda. Yeah. The old Skodas. Right, so where are we? We're over here, look. Some questions now. Are we ready? We'll ask some questions into the community and see what your aviation knowledge is like, you know. So you have to type in the responses. Murph, did you purchase the vessel's global shipping? Well, they gave it to me, and I'm currently evaluating it, so we'll see how it gets on, Roy. There'll be a review will be forthcoming, you know. Tell you something, Murph. The skill on the Shamrock ATR pilot last night coming in with wind was something else. 60 knot taxiing all the way to the gate. It must have been 8 for dinner. He was 60 knot... What? Taxiing? No way. Them ATR pilots, man, I mean, jeez, it's quite windy in Ireland at the moment, but last night and today, we've, like, the weather's crap here. It's like proper wind. An ATR, putting an ATR into that sort of weather? What? Need to fly the ATR again, though. I'll need to find that, man. 60 knots taxiing, Jesus. Right, we'll start off with some questions. No looking up Google now, just hear me. What does VF4 stand for? VF4. Into the chat quick. What does it stand for? Don't worry, I've only 99 more of these to go. Let's see, the answer's coming through. There's always one. I mean, for crying out, there's always one. It's a simple question, simple answer is required, and there's always one. Visual flight rules, yes. Well done. Bloody hell. Also, Flyer 10, wash your hands with soap. Here's one for you. What colour are taxiway centerline lights at night time? Taxiway centerline lights at night time. John C., good evening. Elf, welcome in. So, taxi light centerline. What colour? The centerline now, right? This is a good one. This is catching a few of you. I won't give you the answer. I know I will. Flyer 10 learned his lesson. They're green. Taxiway centerline are green. The side lights are blue, and of course the center line on a runway are white. For the most part, you know, until you run out of runway. Right, very good. What is the primary control surface used? The primary control surface used to roll an aircraft. I mean, there's the question. Seafront simulations are here. Murph, check it in. You can see where the traffic will be via the interactive map. I think your flight plan might currently be too far off the coast where ships normally hug the fjords. Possibly, but I did see some later on. Great to see you, man. So your primary flight control surface, right? Let's have a look. So we'll have a look at this interactive map. Because you can actually use this interactive map from Global Shipping to plan flights to see boats, right? Captain Sickbag is here. Good to see you, man. So we're down here. So we might see something. There's a bulk carrier, right? We might also see a container ship. And then I'm expecting to see a few more around Alesund. Ooh. We're definitely going to see some traffic around Alesund. But if you look at this, lads, this is an interactive map showing you where global traffic, or global shipping traffic is injecting the vessels. And what I like about this and how they've changed it, right? You no longer have to worry about what do you need to set in your sim for marine traffic, because it has impacts. This thing just runs itself. It's self-configured. It's optimized for performance. The LOD is way better. I mean, you can see these from miles away.
Hello there.
Do you know? The Retro Soul Club. Retro Soul Club. Welcome in, buddy. Do you put the Seafront file into the community folder? Yes. So you need to make sure that you have the models, right, which is free, and then you get the global shipping. Lear, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. That is cool. So you switched off the default ships in Microsoft Flight Sim. I did, Roy, yeah. So this is used... What do you mean, Murph Small Hands? Heisenberg! So what we're able to fly with here, without worrying about what settings we need in the sim, Seafront Simulations looks after everything now. You know. Fact Minute Shorts, welcome in, buddy. Afternoon, well, for me it's morning, but that's Japan stuff. Indeed. Good morning to you. Yeah, try it, idle cutoff. It's the models are like just way better, and you can land on some of them as well.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Captain Sickbag, turned off me lights. Thanks, you know. Now, where I was over here, what was I doing? Oh yeah. So yeah, your primary control surface for a roll. Ailerons. Ailerons. Are you ready for the next one? Only 96 to go. What instrument shows an aircraft's altitude? Don't worry, these get more difficult. I'm just trying to, coax you into thinking this sense of security, and then I'm going to hit you with the hard questions, right? The Garmin. The Garmin. Now, what's funny is, right, I always call it, an altimeter. In Europe, in a lot of places, especially in the Netherlands, they call it altimeter. Altimeter, altimeter. Interesting. Your altimeter is the correct answer. Well done. Which part of the aircraft generates lift? UK normally say altimeter as well, do they? So what part of the aircraft generates lift? You're in the 7.3 Max on Friday night. Ooh, nice. Forklift. Yeah. Wings and other stuff. Gimbo has a t-shirt on flightsimtees.com. It just says magic, 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 magic. It's magic. It's magic. Wings. Wings is your answer. What is the standard atmospheric pressure at sea level? I'll give you a clue. It's either in millibars or hectopascals. What is the standard atmospheric pressure at sea level? Ooh. Who can give me the precise setting in hectopascals? Standard barrow, come on, airlock. Brilliant. The B button, yeah. What did I say? Hectopascals. The B button is the winner, yeah. 2013 or 2992, but I think it was 1035.25. I am like Cliff Clavin on Jeopardy. Right, moving on. Jesus. What does ATC stand for? Don't worry, false sense of security. I'm going to hit you with serious questions now in a while. Yes. A tick. Muse fan. That's brilliant. Oh, that's brilliant. You big tick. Oh, brilliant. That's fantastic. We need that on the t-shirt now. ATC, a tick. We won't mention. Yes, air traffic control. Air traffic control. That's brilliant. Right. Which side of the runway do aircraft normally land and take off into? Huh? The side of the runway that they land or take off into. A two-tone croc. Wait, what? Jefferson 2001, the man, myth, and legend. Good evening, Jeb. Good to see you, buddy. The tarmac part, yeah. Oh, yeah. Into the wind. Into the wind. Right? Now, well done, lads. This is brilliant. How are we getting on? Oh, Jesus, would you look at that? That's pretty. Okay. What is the call sign used for an emergency? What is the call sign used for an emergency? Ah, Jesus! Ah, brilliant.
Jesus.
This is interesting. This is going to catch people out. So the call sign, not the squawk code, what's the call sign? Michael Gassner, the Piaggio doesn't like flying at 200 feet, suddenly veered off to the right twice and crashed. Oh, Jesus. Houston, we have a problem. Mayday. Mayday, correct. Pan, but Mayday is the call sign. That's what you would use, Mayday, right? What colour is a runway edge light? Pan is not emergency, correct. The edge lighting of a runway. Yous are doing well. Tritz, good to see you, bud. White. White is the answer, lads. White is the answer. It's tricky, isn't it? You'd be thinking red, right? Right, we're getting there. What does a solid yellow line on an airport surface indicate? A solid yellow line. A continuous yellow line on a airport surface mean? Murph Day was the call sign. What is the velocity of an unladen swallow? Is that a European swallow or a South African? Brilliant. Wait, not South African, just African, isn't it? What is a solid yellow line on an airport surface? Taxiway line. Well done, lads, you got there. Whoa, Kaharia, welcome in, Raiders. Kaharia, great to see you. I was lurking in your stream today as you were flying. You did some serious mileage. Welcome in, Raiders. Happy Sunday. I don't belong here. We continue to fly our OnAir Christmas challenge. Tonight we're flying from the Faroe Islands over to Norway in the Vision Jet. And because we have so much to see flying over the sea, we're doing a quiz. Welcome in, welcome in. Right. You ready for this now? What fuel is commonly used by piston aircraft? What fuel? Seafront simulations. Take it fierce, handy man. We'll be checking out your gorgeous work in about 45, well, in an hour when we get there. Jemison? Alcohol? What fuel is commonly used by piston aircraft? WD-40. One that goes bang. Sofas, I live in the Faroe Islands. Nice, man. Pure disregard for physics. So the vast majority of you are right, except for those who said Guinness. Right, that's for the pilot. Avgas, 100 LL. That's oh, look at that. Just Thomas now in a Jag. Mr. TPHI, what are you flying in? It's looking interesting. Right. Yeah, you can use pump gas. Hope you won't go for the swim. I will try not to. What is the basic unit of aircraft speed? What is the basic unit of aircraft speed? Yes. You're in the Vertigo. All right. Motivator, welcome in, buddy. Thank you very much. Yeah, yous all got that. To be fair, yous all got that. You know. Well done, you lot. Nuts, yes. Got to dash for some meals on wheels from Mums. Kaharia, thank you very much indeed for the raid. And yeah, we'll see you later. We'll see you later. Right. What instrument shows aircraft heading? What instrument shows aircraft heading? Aircraft heading. Technically, not a compass. What do you mean, Murph's mallet? So, what instrument shows the aircraft heading? Now, you're saying HSI. Do you know what a HSI stands for? Jesus, the tunes. Ooh. They could try and trick you these. Horizontal situation indicator. The other thing, heading indicator. A dome of some sort. A G1000. Love the quiz. Horizontal situation indicator. Correct. So, what's the instrument that shows your heading? A lot of people say HSI. Because I think it's like heading and, you know. The answer, your heading indicator, or in fact a directional gyro. That would have done as well, right? Right. What phase of flight uses flaps the most? What phase of flight uses flaps the most? Would it be takeoff, approach, or landing? Panic phase. Landing. You've got there. Well done. I was worried, you know. Landing, right. What does IFR stand for? Ms. Fan, I can't wait to hear your answer. What does IFR stand for? IFR. Irish flying rules? Tune it, chap. I forgot regulations. Ignore flying, Ronnie. Ronnie? I follow roads, rivers, railways, raccoons, and robots. I cannot find the road. In-flight retail. In-flight rule. Instrument flight rules. Instrument flight rules. Well done. What is the purpose of a pitot tube? It's French. Pitot. What is the purpose of a pitot tube? I follow rovers. Shut up, Piper. Shamrock Rovers. Jesus. Brilliant. Some of these answers are good. What is the purpose of the pitot tube? Jeez, we're getting on well. Any ships? Not yet. The breathalyzer? Lear, right? It measures airspeed. Measures airspeed. Alright. What does QNH set on the altimeter? What does QNH set on your altimeter? What are you actually doing? Like what the measurement, what are you doing? QNH. Eddie has it. Eddie hit the nail on the head. Look at the screen. Yeah. So it's your altitude above mean sea level. Mean sea level, right? All right. Right. We're never getting there, right? What is the term for the minimum speed at which an aircraft can fly? What is the term for the minimum speed at which an aircraft can fly? Stall. He's got there. You're very quick. Right. Stalls. Yeah, very good. Right. That was too easy. Here's one for you now, for the Latin speakers out there. What cloud type is typically associated with thunderstorms? What cloud type is typically associated with thunderstorms? Thundery clouds. Van Muse. He's on fire tonight. You came third. On yourself. Look, you devil you. The blinky ones. Big bad ones. Rain clouds. Yeah. Towering ones. Yeah. Rain clouds, that's brilliant. It's not the Happy Bob Ross clouds. No, not them at all. Cumulonimbus. Cumulonimbus clouds. Right, transponder code 7700. What's that? 7700. On your squawk 7700. What does that mean? These are getting close. There goes Hervey. 7700. What does that mean? Adam Controls, good to see you. Were you streaming earlier as well? Happy Sunday. Did you get your... okay, you're watching the NFL tonight, are you? Or is that tonight? $7,700 is a general emergency, right? You need to know these codes if you're unsure. 7,500 is... They changed the namings. Technically a hijacking, right? Or unlawful entry. 7,600 is radio failure. And a 7,700 is a general emergency. Sunday nights are poker and NFL and beer. That sounds wonderful. Excellent. Right, they were the squawk codes. Next. What is the name of the airflow disruption caused by terrain? What is the name of the airflow disruption caused by terrain? Ooh, looking good, Moss Man. So what is the name of the airflow disruption caused by the terrain? Again, a couple of interesting answers here. I mean, okay, we could say turbulence, but it is turbulent air, right? But we can lean into that a little bit more. Right? Mountain wave, which would be your updraft, downdraft, mountain wave, right? And turbulence. Downdrafts, they're more the type that happen, right? They're more the type that happen. But, okay, you're getting the gist of it. What does VNE mean in aviation? VNE. Tunage. Minimum speed, never exceed, yeah. Very next evening. Jeez, look at that sunset. Oh, look at that. If it isn't only, you know, Lieutenant Nick Bradshaw and Pete Mitchell. Oh no, there's no one in there at all. It's only the seats. Ah, Jesus. Terrifying. Very nearly ejected. Yeah, do not exceed. Do not exceed. Right? Never exceed, in fact. What does a windsock primarily show? A windsock. Your Typhoon is showing as an alien ship thing. Wind direction, yes. Vigorous non excursion. You have a hole in your sock. Muse, I don't know. It's model matching at its finest, lads. Here, I'll give it a reset, will I? Just when you think they sorted model matching, you know. Anyway. Wind, direction and speed. There you go. Holy socks can be worn to church. They can. Right, here's one for you. What is the purpose of a VOR? What is the purpose of a VOR? To navigate, yes. So it is a nav aid, right? But specifically a VOR, you know, what makes them handy? To make the local scenery look cool. Sure. We're looking good. Oh, Gadget is in the house. Welcome in, Gadget. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you guys had an awesome stream. You joined us here with the OnAir Christmas Challenge, our second part, flying from the Faroe Islands over to Norway. You're very welcome in. Good to see you guys. To confuse streamers who can only fly with the magenta line, Mr. 90, I love it. But why a VOR? Bearded Aviator has it. It sends 360-degree navigation signals for positions. And what's another name for those 360-degree signals? Now think about it. There you go. Radials. Yeah, radials. So for streaming on YouTube and Twitch. Radio navigation using radials. Right? Alright. What about this one? What does a flashing green light from ATC mean to an aircraft on the ground? You don't really see this in Flight Sim. You do see it at smaller airports. A flashing green light from ATC or a flight control officer, right, or flight safety officer. What does it mean when you're on the ground? A flashing green light. There's rebooting it now. No, you're on the ground already. You're on the ground. Turn on your radio. Yeah, right? Eddie has it. Cleared for taxi. Cleared for taxi, right? Sophus, downloading Twitch? Yeah, dude. On the ground, it means clear to taxi. A flashing green light. Yeah? Right. What is the transition altitude used for? Why do we even have a thing called transition altitude? What are we doing with it? Smooth Studios, good to see you, buddy. Southeast Asian server, and we're halfway between the Faroe Islands and Finland. When to switch to standard pressure on the way up. To switch between local and standard. To go from local air pressure to standard. Okay. Couple of right answers. I need to make dinner. Can we have a break? No! It depends. What are you making for dinner? If it's nice, we will, So switching from QNH to standard pressure. Yeah, is your standard to local or QNH, local, right? Fried rice and curry sauce. Muse fan is showing as invisible now. Are you? Oh, you are, look. Muse, what have you done to yourself? You shouldn't have said anything. It was given out. You have brought shame on yourself and on your family. Absolutely. Muse fan is he's not a man anymore. He's a M. There's no N, it's been noted. He's in Wonder Woman's jet. Yeah. What type of an approach provides vertical guidance but no localizer? What type of approach provides vertical guidance but no localizer? Right? So, a VOR approach will give you lateral, right? An NDB will give you lateral. So they're talking about vertical. So what approach will give you vertical guidance, as in your height, your glide slope, right? But no localizer. ORNAV, yes. So an ILS, instrument landing system, will give you both vertical and lateral, right? And they have a localizer because you become established on the localizer, yeah? So, it's an ORNAV. LNAV, VNAV, or LPV, depending on whatever system, all right? What does negative G do to fuel and oil systems? Negative G, Mrs. TPH will know all about this. But what does negative G do to your fuel and oil? Generally speaking. Makes them go wee. Wee! Do we get Guinness break? Yeah, we'll have a break in a minute. Lear's mad to make some curry rice. That's the correct aviation term. Yeah. Whee! Yeah. It shags it. Gives them a fright. It reduces pressure. Yes. It can interrupt fuel and oil flow. Mark Eamon, good to see you. Yeah. Negative G can interrupt fuel and oil flow. Sophus, welcome to Twitch, man. Good to see you. All right. What is the purpose of winglets? What is the purpose of winglets? Chris Van Halen is here. Good to see you. Muse fan is still invisible. To be fair, Muse, it's the best you've ever looked. Aerodynamic stabilization to look cool and awesome. Reduce vortex. Martin, good to see you, buddy. Reduce drag and for aerodynamics. Stop vortices from forming on the wingtips, reducing drag. We'll go with that. Reduces induced drag. Reduces drag, yeah? does the word metar mean? What does metar mean? Or metar? Right? Lands information, Bubba. I do have that somewhere.
Lands airport information, Bubba. Recorded when the big hand was on the 12 and the little hand was on the 3 in the afternoon. Temporary flight restrictions in effect due to the NASCAR race. Y'all stay well east of the grandstand as some of the spectators may be drinking and may be packing. The winds are from Laredo at about as fast as you and your new girlfriend can run from a bar if somebody's chasing you to get his wife back. The sky's clear except for all the smoke. What the hell are those people doing out there in the parking lot in their RVs? IFR arrivals expect visual runway to the south is in use. Makes it an easy straight in for you Okies. Everybody from South Texas is already here. All arrivals of skinny white business jets coming here for business. Make sure to stay well away from the grandstand as you look just like some waterfowl that's in season right now. Put 2 Nainer .76 into the little window on the thing that tells you how high up you are, and make sure to tell us when you first talk to us that you have information, Bubba.
What do I do if I'm coming in for business? It's brilliant, isn't it? That's brilliant. Weather. It is weather. What does it mean? Metar. Tarzan. You not tar. Meteorological aerodrome report or meteorological airport report. But aerodrome report. Correct. Right. Couple more now. What happens aerodynamically during a stall? We're only learning about this last Thursday.
That program is already in use.
I've completely pressed the wrong button. So what happens aerodynamically during a stall? Toto hit the nail on the head, by the way. Meteorological terminal aviation routine weather report. Aerodynamically, you lose laminar flow. Air is equal, there is no lift. Don't sink. Kids get to stay up another 10 minutes. Your trousers fill up. What happens aerodynamically during a stall? The wing does something. It exceeds something. Remember, we only spoke about this on last Thursday. Mr. 90, absolutely. Do you remember we spoke about the angle of attack? Right? So it's not necessarily due to your airspeed. It's the angle of attack in which you have in the wing its maximum lift capability. If you exceed that, the wing stalls. So it is when the wing exceeds its maximum angle of attack, aerodynamically you fall. Or stall. Well done! There's hope for us yet. He's man for the quizzes now. Great man for the quizzes, you know. I need to sneeze as well. Hang on. Yeah. No. Gesundheit, I sneezed. I had to sneeze. Wing exceeds, yeah, critical angle of attack. Yes, right. Now it's getting interesting. What is the standard climb gradient for instrument departures unless stated otherwise? What is the standard climb gradient for instrument departures unless otherwise stated? And I'll give you a clue. It's feet per nautical mile. Number of feet per nautical mile. Standard. About 18 decent flights of stairs. No one's got it yet. Feet per minute, yeah. Up the yard. Eddie has it. No, Eddie doesn't have it. You have half of it, Eddie. Standard is 200 feet per nautical mile, which is about 3.3% gradient. That's mad, isn't it? So unless it's otherwise stated, that is the standard climb gradient. 200 feet per minute, standard. Seems shallow. It is shallow. And most airports, for obstacle avoidance, they'll have something else. A lot of them will be 500, yeah? All right. What is the primary function of spoilers? Ooh. Is this a free plane? It is, Muntar, it is. We're getting closer. We're almost completed our first leg here. We got 2 legs here tonight. To ruin your viewing of a movie. What is the primary function of spoilers on your aircraft? To slow down, to act as air brakes, increase drag. That's a technical response. Spoil the air. Spoilers, right? Spoil the ending. Reduce lift and increase drag. Spoilers, right? To spoil the airflow over the wing, yeah. Alright, good stuff. What is the ICAO standard rate of turn? What is the ICAO standard rate of turn? Valley, yeah, it's already on the PlayStation, buddy. It's awesome. So what is the ICAO standard rate of turn? Oh, many different answers here. Just before the plane shouts, bank angle, bank angle, bank angle. Is it getting close? Your mama, 1 minute turns. 350 degrees in 2 minutes. 360. So the ICAO standard rate of turn is 3 degrees per second. An aircraft completes a full 360 degree turn in 2 minutes. There you go. All right, we continue. What phenomenon causes a sudden loss of airspeed during approach? What phenomenon causes a sudden loss of airspeed during approach? Rabbits on the runway. Are Concords available in Flight Sim? Not great. There is one, but it's not great. Wind shear. Yeah. Murphy turning off an engine. I could do that as well. Yeah, that's a special kind of training needed for that one. Oops. Right, the good news is we're nearly at our first stop, and then we're finally going to have some scenery, right? Sudden upper joke, yank. What? Wind shear, yes. What does a Mach number represent? Mach. Mach, right? What does it represent? M-A-C-H, Mach. What does a Mach number represent? SR71 coming Thursday. Ooh, speed of sound, yes. Speed of sound at certain pressure. Speed below or above the speed of sound. The sound barrier. Hey, Piper, good to see you. Sonic Boom. Do you remember that in Street Fighter? Jesus. Yeah, that was a good one. Where is this now? Did I not? Oh, I did. Aircraft speed relative to the speed of sound. Right? Here's one. You might get it, you may not. What is Coffin's Corner? They're making a new Street Fighter, really? The number of blades in your razor. What is Coffin's Corner? Does anyone know? Interesting. We have 106 gallons of fuel left on board. Somewhere on the envelope graph for flight, let's say you're too slow and heavy. Sudden stall. It's where the plane stops working at high speed in a turn. When you're behind the power curve at high altitude. A place that you stall, or the wing brackets, or breaks the speed of which sound. No, limit of aircraft. No, airspeed versus altitude. When Tom Cruise looks worried, the portion of airspeed between overspeed and stall. Yeah, it's a good name for an airport pub. It just is. Coffin Corner, the altitude where stall speed and critical Mach converge. Right? Interesting. What is the primary danger of icing on wings? Why is ice on your wings a bad thing? What would it do? James Blair, man, looking nice in the old Tonka. Oop, with that. Weight, drag, unstable airflow, disrupted airflow, changes the lift. Affects lift and drag. It's hard to get your drink. Does it affect wing flex? Kinda. Loss of lift because of drag and ice going in the engine? Not for the engine. Increases the stall speed. Could fall off and hurt someone. So what happens is wing or ice getting on your wings, right? It's a bad day at the office. It increases drag and decreases lift, right? Weight and airflow disturbance, you can go with that. Reduced lift, increased drag, right? Now, what does SLOP stand for in oceanic operations? SLOP. What does SLOP stand for in oceanic operations? So very good answers tonight. There's a vessel! We can see ships! Brilliant. Look at the LOD on that, lads. Look how far away that ship is and we can see it. Not deadly. And we're going to see an awful lot more now in a moment. Like, look at the LOD. Isn't that deadly? That's what we see from simulations, man. That's friggin' class. Slop. Standard longitude? No. Malky got it in there. It's where you fly off centerline, it is. Standard lateral offset procedures. It's what's served in standard seating. Yeah. Slop. Strategic lateral offset procedure. Any ideas why you would want to do that? The Impossible Face is here. Ahoy. Good to see you, bud. Land, is it? We've land ahead of us. This is brilliant. We're going to be landing soon. That only took a while. To the right, if you don't mind. Indeed. So it's mainly for getting position reports and to be able to a lateral offset. ATC might request you to do that to hone in on your actual position. A lack, of course, of, you know, radio transmitters across the oceans, right? Flying an at track but going faster than the lad in front of you, offset your route by 10 degrees to overtake him. You could do that either, yes. But if you're under ATC instructions, that's what they'll do. It's a procedure, standard lateral procedure, offset procedure. You know, Mr. Polly, good evening. What causes Dutch roll? What causes Dutch roll? Are all the meetups finished for this year? Yeah. Pushing them down the hill. Good man, Muse. No, it's it's nothing like a Dutch oven, Adam. No. Jesus. When you pull the duvet over the pipe set. This is why we can't have nice things, lads. Right? It's an aviation quiz. Jesus. Interaction between yaw and roll stability. That's what it is. Or that's what causes it. Right? The interaction between yaw and roll stability. A decent segue. What is the name of the boundary between two air masses? What is the name of the boundary between two air masses? A front, yes, a front. Jesus! Muse fan, you've reappeared as an A10, look. I mean, there's logic you just can't invent. Everyone's in a shagging A10. What the hell? A front, yes, well done, lads, a front. Very good. What systems prevent jet engines from surging at high angles of attack? Now, what system prevents jet engines from surging at high angles of attack? Told you to get harder. Yeah, Muse, I don't know, man. It's like absolutely ridiculous. You're in a Vision Jet, but it says no. We'll model match you as an 8. Like, their model matching is so incredibly, terribly awful. Like, how, lads? Everything about Sim Update 4 has been brilliant, but still, multiplayer is just getting left and left and left and left and left and left. Bleed valve, says Two Dog. Ooh, interesting. Fadec, not really Fadec. I fly piston, no idea. Variable stator vanes or bleed air systems. Bleed air systems, yeah. Bleed air systems. Interesting. Okay. We're nearly there now. What is the main purpose of the stick shaker? What is the main purpose of the stick shaker? Right? For use in a cocktail. Warn of stall. Stir the coffee. Impending stall. To warn of an impending stall. There you go. What is the correct immediate action for an aerodynamic stall? What is the correct immediate action for an aerodynamic stall? Now, you're saying nose down. What are you doing, though? Local aviator, good to see you, buddy. Are you a bit high there, Murph? No, I think the barrel's just changed. And I never reset it back. Shout Jesus on the clipping button red, right? You unload the wings. What are you reducing? Right? So nose down is correct, but what are you doing by that? What are you reducing then by putting the nose down? Doing well, local aviator. Good to see you, buddy. Reduce the airway. There you go. You're reducing the angle of attack. Remember, lads, when we're talking about stalls and all this, start thinking angle of attack more so than speed and whatnot, right? Yeah, get more air over those wings or under the wings. Angle of attack. Always go by angle of attack. Because you can stall at high speed. If you exceed the angle of attack, you stall. Right? Doesn't matter what speed you're doing. If you exceed the maximum lift or the angle of attack, you stall. You know? Excellent. Part 2 will be coming up on our second leg, which is only a few minutes away. But like, why did it load in friggin' A10s? It makes no sense at all. They're Vision Jets. I'd love to meet the person who sat down to say, right, I'm going to design the entire multiplayer system. I reckon I'd have a very interesting conversation with them. You know. Just finished some Delta Ops today. Ooh, nice. Right, let's reload and see what happens. No, Jesus, then. They're back in as A10s. Something in it somewhere is saying it's at this speed, it has this, like, even the engine count is wrong. There's 2 engines on an A10. Like, what? Would it involve smacking their head off the desk? Ah, no. Jesus, no. But it's just like, how is it so bad? Like, how is model matching so bad? And making the kicky, I'm telling you. But like, and I have mine turned on to high fidelity. But that means, like, okay, the model is loaded in very well, but he ain't flying that. It's Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Better you know where the player is, the less you know the model he flies. Yeah. Model matching for multiplayer was an hour. I'd like, how did they get it so wrong? You know what I mean? Like, who is in charge of model matching? Like, there has to be, like, the guy or the team. Because, like, what are they doing, like, on a day-to-day thing? Yeah, they haven't done much with the multiplayer stuff. Seems like a simple lookup table would fix it. It does, it really does. Or having, like, offline multiplayer would just be even better. And what I mean by that is, take it away from the MS servers. Let people have their own servers, you know? We can only live and dream, lads. Oh wait, you want wrong? Wait, green boxes. It is green boxes. So, here's the sim. Here's, you know, weather. Here's, like, in real life traffic. Here's multiplayer. And here's everything else that we love in the sim, right? So what's happening here is, well, this lad is getting in fine, this lad is getting in fine, and this lad, for the most part, is getting in fine. This lad, they've sent him out, this shagging, there's nothing over there, look. Yes, send it all this way. But the sim is here. No, it's not. It is. There's the shagging green box. No, send the whole shagging thing this way. The whole load. Multiplayer, send it this direction. That's a technical drawing of what's happening. You know, multiplayer always seems to be an afterthought. It does, you know. Oh. Why? Put me in charge of it. I'll get a team of people and say I'm going to do all the things and run away with all the money. Oh wait, did I say that bit out loud? But like, do you know, they have to be able to fix it. Like, Jesus. It really only matters to us, those of us who enjoy the group flights, which isn't an awful lot of us. You know, the whole load. High technical. Oh yeah, it's very technical, right? You know, the water looks funny in the front. Huh? Look at all the ships we have here now. Oh, this is brilliant. We're about to do a landing. Wait, is that the runway? It is. I found the runway. Ooh. Heading. Roll a little bit over. Autopilot off. Auto throttle. Off. Easy now. Right, we're coming in for landing. Are we there yet? We're just about there. Horse up there, Pat. Brilliant. I know, they do care. It's not a case that they just don't give a shit. They've got other things to do. They do care, though. Like, I've met the team. I've met a good few of the Microsoft Flight Sim team. Like, they're very passionate about this. Very, very passionate about this sim. But it's just model matching is just like, they haven't got to it yet. You know what I mean? Right. Easy now, Jemima. This is going to be sporty. This is going to be very sporty.
500.
500. Is the Atlantic Airways A320 in it? I don't think so. Will you get an upgrade for 2024? You do, but I think it's a paid upgrade, Irvy. So, I'll show you now. I have the default ship traffic turned off. So all the traffic I'm seeing is being loaded in by Seafront Simulations. Alright, easy now. Easy. Hold the nose.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Easy. Who was that? 777!
Landing time log.
Oh, keep it on the centre line. Oh, the wind. We're gone, Yaki Boos. Jesus. Sure, I landed in a tailwind. What did you expect, Murph? Alright. We're alive. All is well. So close to smashing the PC to bits. What happened, Dan? I find smashing it doesn't actually do anything. It hurts you. Oh, there's Mouldy. Where's the Mouldy? Go on, Mouldy, you devil, you. The man is good at flying. Going for a spot of drifting. It was very bad. Yeah, my gears broke. Oh, the whole thing shagged. Yeah. But don't worry about it, lads. You know, it's all part of the simulated horror. All right, we're going to need to refuel here as well. All right, first stop of the night done. That took us a few minutes, didn't it? Jesus. What time of night? It's 8 o'clock. Oh, we're all right. I see a Christmas tree. Isn't it gorgeous? For a half an hour yesterday, the only thing I was saying to my kids was dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze. Brilliant. Right, sit tight. Brakes on.
Jesus.
And fuel off.
Engine off time logged. The flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
Nice. Right. Hello, OnAir. Your flight has been monitored by OnAir. All right, so let's have a look, friends. Let's have a look. Free flight, reputation increase, comfort bonus, no. Safety bonus, yes. Aircraft handling, no. Soft landing, yes. Normal wear and tear. So we got 91% on that flight, right? That was a long flight, lads. Look at that. Jesus. So we're going to be starting up our second leg now, right? Do we need to... Hang on. Go back.
Oh, Jesus.
Right, so dashboard. Dashboard. And now we'll do another free flight. This one's starting off from ENAL. And friends, we are now flying up to ENRA. ENRA. Yes. Now we won't be going that way. I want to stay over land for this one. So we're going to say fly. Now we want to adjust the time of day and so on and so forth. We're going to refuel, right? Destination ENRA. We're going to validate this. And then our UTC offset, currently it's 10 past 3, local. So I think we bring it back to about 12 o'clock again, lads, will we? So about 12 o'clock, so UTC offset, -7? No. -8. We're going to go with -8. There we are, 10 past 1 we're going to go for, right? Is OnAir free? I'd like to have a campaign manager like this. They give you a free trial for 7 days. But it works out, like, if you subscribe to OnAir, like, make sure you do so for the 2-year option. It works out like $3 a month. It's a cup of coffee a month. A month. Right, I'm going to restart multiplayer settings. Online multiplayer. Like, it's on high fidelity. Simplified high fidelity, right? I'm going to turn it off. Yeah, and we'll turn it back on again. Right. Now, we're going to get ourselves up and running here with a new flight plan. So, let us see. We'll go back. We're on our left screen. We'll go into flight plan. And we're heading now. Let me see. Remove waypoint. Yes. Remove waypoint. So we'll put in a new one. Add origin. Oh, Jesus. Add origin. So we're on the ground at ENAL. Enter. And we're heading up to ENRA. ENRA. Alright. Now that's pretty much straight up the road. How is that looking? Because I kind of want to dip in a little bit. We'll find this ourselves though. We'll keep it in a little bit, right? According to me, it's not correct how you do it. You have to press let me in at the top of the online company to participate in the event. Michael, correct and right. But what I've done, because I'm in Egypt, I broke our vial on the first flight. So I'm following their route, but I'm not doing so inside the challenge because I've already broken my stuff. Next Friday, though, we'll get a resupply and we'll continue on with it then. If that makes sense. But I still want to fly the route, and I know some of you guys are actually doing the challenge as well.
Jesus.
Know what I mean? But I'm special. I broke the thing in my first flight. Good old pilot me. Right. Flight plan options, that's all grand. Go home. Aircraft systems. No, that's okay. Let us go to... aircraft systems. Landing gear... No, that's all okay. Status and info, that's all okay. Primary flight, that's okay. That's okay. Traffic, weather, TAWs, procedures, checklists. That's all fine. Now, I need to do my flight initialization. See? So, if I go to aircraft systems, status, fuel. How do we initialize the flight again? Here we go. Initialization. Fuel. Let's go back in here. Fob sync. Next. Weight and balance is okay. Flight plan is okay. Takeoff data. Takeoff runway. We came in the wrong way, so we're going to go 24. 24. And that'll do. Right. Sweet. Map is in. Lovely herding. That's okay. Planes are best. That's quite okay. Right, so we need to take off the correct direction there now, and let's see what happens. So we continue on with what we're doing. Lights are looking good, and we'll start up this machine here now. So we'll go fuel on. Great sounds, man. Start.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Roger. All right, we got a good start. Probe fuel quantity miscompare. How is that now? We literally just did that. Okay. Probe heat off. On. Lights are good. Take off pitch trim. And loop. Riot. Are we ready? John FS, you're in a Phenom 100. Nice. Where if I picked up Seafront Global Shipping, loaded in, there's lots of ships. Yeah, dude, it's really good. It is good. From the quick kind of messing around I've done with it, it's very good. It's very dark. What time of day do we set this to? 1:15? Alright. Alright, I'll taxi up here to the right. There's Zard ahead of us. Hamilton, I use it without the live traffic. I turn the live ship traffic off in the sim. Seafront Simulations does it all. It does its own work. It does its own thing, you know? Right, we shall taxi along and see what happens. Easy now, Jemima. Colonel Fork, you have night vision goggles working in the bone? Nice. Does it work outside of the aircraft as well? It does, doesn't it? Okay, it's windy as a devil here. So we must be very, very careful. A flying whale, absolutely. What's my favourite plane? Oh, I've many. I've many. Alright. Yeah, 100%. It gets darker the further north we go, yeah. Alright. Notch of flaps to take off. Pitch trim is set. Let's go ahead and lock our heading in. Altitude, I'm not too worried on this leg with the 300 foot restriction, lads, because I want to see some nice scenery on this as well, right? So we'll set an initial 4 and see what happens. Right, time to fly. Are we ready? Power coming in. Newfoundland, good to see you, buddy. Another blizzard coming in? No way, man. Whoa, what happened to me pitch trim? Easy now. Yep, see Daisy.
Airborne time logged.
Gear up. That was very sporty.
Traffic. 6 o'clock. Same altitude.
Don't start
Less
that
than
crack
1
again,
mile.
Jemima.
Traffic. 1 o'clock. Same altitude. Less
Do you
than
have
1
live
mile.
rain and stuff on?
Traffic.
We do?
Traffic. 12 o'clock. Same altitude.
What's
Less
going
than
on
1
with me
mile.
pitch trim?
Traffic. 6 o'clock. Same altitude. Less than 1 mile. Traffic.
Easy.
Traffic. 6 o'clock. Same altitude. Less than 1 mile. Traffic. 6 o'clock. Low. Less than 1 mile.
Come on,
Traffic.
Betsy.
Traffic.
My pitch trim went
4
from like
o'clock.
0 to like 10.
Low.
Do you see that?
1 mile. Traffic.
We're at 4%
6 o'clock.
here. Hang on.
Low.
Or 4
Less
degrees.
than 1 mile.
It's like it resets something in the plane, isn't it? Easy now, Jemima.
Traffic. 2 o'clock. Low. Less than 1 mile.
Come on, get the nose down. Surely there's a button to zero that. What was that? The Vision Jet is drunk. It's drunk, I say. It just won't trim. Did we break it? How is this so slow? Come on, Betsy. You can do it. There we go. Finally, the trim is done. What happened there, man? Right, let's have a look. The thing was just slightly drunk.
Traffic. 6 o'clock. Low. Less than 1 mile.
You need to pitch now, if you know what's good for you. Right. There is beer in the fuel. It's mad, isn't it? Oh, it does look good. Right turn. Keep her coming. Okay, go back down to about 4,000. Easy now. Need to find out what's going on. You got the hands of a 10-year-old. Wait, what? Shag off! Right, easy now. Get a bridge. Oh, look at that scenery. Okay, we want to pitch for 4,000. Heading onto heading. Autopilot engage. Vertical speed. Put it down the hill. And let it all just calm down a little bit now. That speed is going to come up nicely. And we're going to absolutely boot it. Boot it! Right. Got a couple of ships. Nice. Just Tom was with us. Forget the auto throttle. Why is our altitude not putting us to 4,000? There you go. Okay, manual, auto throttle, and 250. Alright, let's see what that does. The harbour of Rotterdam is well filled. Oh, sweet. Beauty, he says, if the speed is too slow. She'll pick up here now in a moment. It doesn't say auto throttle is on. Now she goes. Speed 250, thrust coming in. And we'll start pedalling up the left side here a little bit. Oh, this is very pretty, isn't it? This is very pretty scenery, man. Ooh. Right. We'll do one of these and then one of those. Oh yeah, look at that, man. We have boats. So these are coming in from Seafront Simulations because I've turned off the Sims boat traffic. Nice. He's just boating around. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Your float pro loses your modifications each time it updates. What? Shouldn't. What do you mean by modifications? Oh look, there's more, man, there's loads of boats. There's a ferry. There's a feeder. That's pretty cool, man. That's awesome. Your autopilot control, so it's losing your button bindings. No idea, man. No idea. It's never done it to me. What way are you updating it? Like, are you deleting one and then reinstalling, or are you just running the installer and updating it? Man, that's cool. Oh, Jay's got a tanker over there, look. Look at the LOD, lads. That's impressive, isn't it? Look at that. Look at the LOD. It's insane. Jessica's here. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. It's like a trawler, that one. Man alive. The LOD on these ships is absolutely incredible. Gorgeous. Right, how are we getting on here now? Because, let me see. We're kind of going the wrong way a bit, so we're going to go left here, lads. Colonel Fork is miles ahead of us. Would this be better than the freeware global AI shipping? I would say so, Malky, yeah. Yeah. You can land on a lot of them as well. 100% you can. There's more over here, look. Yeah, it's 20 quid or something. Yeah. Looks great. I'm impressed by the I'm very impressed by the whatchamacallit? The LOD. It's pretty cool, man. Ooh. Yeah, some of the ships you can actually land on. That's pretty cool, man. Gorgeous.
You behave.
Oh, behave. Mathis, thank you very much indeed. Cheers, man. Man alive, look at that view. Man, look at the view! Man alive, that is some view. Absolutely gorgeous. So, quiz time. Are we ready, friends? So, in what year did the Wright brothers perform the first successful powered flight? In what year? Bonus points for the date. Looks blue and white. It looks friggin' gorgeous, man. Got more ships, man. Look at the LOD, man. That is so impressive. Idle cutoff. Oh, yeah. Look at the bridge. All right. It was December 17th, 1903. All right. Despite the name, what color are the black boxes? Despite their name, what color is the black box? They're orange, yeah, they're orange. Orange! Or as they say in Dublin, orange. Well done, lads. Orange it is. Which airline call sign is used for any U.S. Air Force aircraft carrying the President of the United States? Which airline call sign is used for any U.S. Air Force aircraft carrying the President of the United States? Air Force One. There you have it. So, a common misconception would be if someone sees the presidential aircraft, the 747, they say, oh, look, it's Air Force One. That designator is only given to it when the president flies on that aircraft. Interesting. Marine One is, that's for the helo. Just turned your Logitech racing pedals into rudder pedals. Oh, yeah. There's also Air Force Two, correct? What's it called when he's not in it? A 747. Man, that's so cool, all the ships. Awesome. Right, okay. Moving on. What are the 4 aerodynamic forces acting on an aircraft in flight? Can you name them? The 4 aerodynamic forces acting on an aircraft in flight. A Cessna 172 can be Air Force One if the president is on board. Yeah. Magic, 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 and magic. Yes. Man, all the ships out here. This is friggin' awesome. Ooh, look at this scenery. That's amazing. More ships. Very, very nice. Lift, drag, thrust, gravity. Another name for gravity, Norton, there? You captured the Air Force One, both 747s at Maastricht. Nice. Mother-in-law. Jesus. Hey, this URL not found. 404. Good to see you, man. Murph, to the pedantic, it would be Branch of Military 1 for presidential transport. Air Force 1, Marine 1. It makes sense. So the branch... So would it be Navy 1? Would that be right? Wait, correct and right. So the 4 forces: lift, weight, thrust, and drag. Yeah, Navy 1. That's awesome. Elliot, good to see you, bud. Navy is Marine. Is Marine not Army? Navy is Marine 1. Army 1. Wait, yeah, that's the one Norton there. So if he's in a rocket, it's Space Force 1. I like that. Alright. In the NATO phonetic alphabet, what word represents the letter C? NATO phonetic alphabet, what word represents C? U.S. Marine Corps is part of the Department of the Navy. The Men's Department. Marine Corps. My beloved Corps. I love that. Cheers, Colonel Fork. Man, when you look at the U.S. Army, like, the whole military, like, it's huge. I mean, you have division, you have armies within armies, you know. Charlie. Yes, that's the one, lads. Well done. Marines are ferried by the Navy. Ah. Wait a second. That works as well. Which pilot famously landed US Airways Flight 1549 on the Hudson River? Which pilot famously landed US Airways Flight 1549 on the Hudson River? Two-Tone Murphy. Yes, I did! I did it in the sim! Look at all the boats! That's insane, the LOD. It was Tom Hanks. Yes. Jesus, you can see them all the way out there, look. Look at the LOD, man. This is fantastic. Unbelievable. Is Muse Fan still showing as an A10? Where are you? Colonel Fork is in stealth mode. Muse, you're not even showing. Oh, wait. No, you're not showing at all. Oh, Jesus, there's buttons. To Blaze! There's Muse Fan in the Enchanted Vision Jet Stealth Edition. I mean, it cost a fortune, that stealth technology. Stealth invented by the Irish. We sold it first to the Romulans and we weren't using it. And now Muse Fan has it. Brilliant. Jesus, we just got 10 gifted tier 1 subs with thanks to Blaze. Thank you very, very much indeed, lads. If you got a tier 1 sub with thanks to Blaze, do be sure to say thank you. What a legend. So the answer is Captain Chesley Sully Sullenberger. Or Sully, you know. Which aircraft manufacturer produces the 737? Yeah, I'm still using reshade, yeah. That's reshade off. That's reshade on. So that's reshade off. That's reshade on. Boeing! Well done, lads. Boeing. PMDG. Brilliant. What is the standard language used for aviation communication worldwide? What is the standard language used for aviation communication worldwide? Meow. Jesus, there's more. What's going on? The King's English, yes, English. English is the globally. That is the standard language. It's English. France, Spain, and Portugal, local would usually use their own native tongue. However, ATC must converse in English also. We're almost past the destination. Huh? No, we're not. We're 200 miles away. More. Right, lads. How many decks, floors, does the Airbus A380 have for passengers? Level 3 hype train. Jesus. Some good answers coming in. Man, that's so cool looking, isn't it? it. How many decks does an A380 have? The answer? 2. 2. It's the only double-decker commercial airliner. I've no idea either, Newfoundland. A lot, you know. Wait, what? But technically the 747 is no longer commercially flying passengers. Technically. Not only that, right? So if, right, are you ready for this one now? On a technicality, if anyone thinks, you know, right, on a technicality, the Boeing 747 has 2 passenger decks, the main deck and a distinctive smaller upper deck at the front of the aircraft. However, unlike the Airbus A380, which has 2 complete decks, only the front Slovene part of the 747 has a second passenger deck. So to be technically technical, the A380, double-decker, proper. Do you know? More like a mezzanine. Yeah, kinda, yeah. Technicalities. Which flight control surface controls the yaw of an aircraft? What flight control surface controls the yaw? Granny flat. Yeah, it's a granny flat. 84,000 pounds each. Jesus, Newfoundland. The chin. No, wait, that's the yawn. Yeah. The rudder. Well done, lads. The rudder. Yes. Which airport is consistently ranked the busiest airport in the world by passenger traffic? What is the busiest airport in the world? Abbey Shruel. PQ, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Sligo. Man, look at the ships here, man. It's freaking gorgeous. Whoa. Leitrim. Atlanta, Georgia. Fact. Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, well done, lads. Hartsfield Jackson, Atlanta, Georgia. All right, here's another one. What major international hub uses the code LHR? Lima Hotel Romeo. Abbey Shruel. Brilliant. London Heathrow. London Heathrow. All right. DXB is the code for the main international airport in which city? DXB. Hey, Phantom Diablo. No computer, 2 months now, having to take scan to court, which is going to take months. Jesus. Phantom Diablo, Jesus, man. Invented by the Irish, originally called Dubai. Arby Shrewl, you did your PPL there. So have you got a PPL now? Man, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? Stu Snape, very good evening. Well, how much? Thank you for your bits. Very kind of you, sir. We've more ship traffic. Jesus. Would you look at the state? Muse fan, you're still invisible. Oh man. The answer is Dubai. Dr. Notham. Gorgeous. See Toto up ahead. Cycling pencil. What's Colonel Fork flying? Are you in something terribly fancy you can't tell us? Man, that's savage looking, isn't it? Monty, good to see you. You poor old devil with a chest infection. Hang on in there, buddy. Oh, you're in the quick flight. Nice. Cian Lafford, good evening, man. Hope you're well. All right. Which famous airport in the Caribbean is known for planes flying extremely low over Maho Beach? Fly a little bit closer, Muse. Just see if that does it. Which famous airport in the Caribbean is known for planes flying extremely low over Maho Beach? Ooh. Man, On Air, they've really picked an absolute gorgeous route, haven't they? This is stunning. The magician has showed up to figure out where Muse's plane is. Muse, try and fly closer to us. Or he's quit raged, fired the controller at the television and said, I'm going home. You're not alone. There's others not appearing. Chase, there's even a rainbow out there, look. Gorgeous. Princess Juliana. Princess Juliana. What is the 3-letter code for Los Angeles International Airport? It seems that Muse has mastered the art of invisibility. All the shimmering on the water and in different areas, is that the way it's just coming through on the stream, or is it because you're running 4K? When you say shimmering, ooh. Is it shimmering now? Well, I've just gone into clouds, but you know what I mean. No, what it could be, if they're shimmering, right? Do you know what it could be? It's 4K. It's whatchamacallit? Reshade. Because I'm using sharpening. So the answer to the... Now it is shimmering. Yeah. So hang on. That will possibly fix it. Although I'm in clouds now, so I can't really see. Alright, how are we looking now, lads? Shimmering? What about now? Are we shimmering now? Yeah, one of those things. Not too bad now. Okay, so yeah, it's one of the sharpeners I'm using. So like, there's like clarity I'm using here. Okay, good to know. I've no shimmering on my screen, so we should be alright. I hope. Alright, so that was LAX. Are we ready for the next question? Which Japanese airport was built entirely on an artificial island in Osaka Bay? Zoom official, good to see you. We're heading up to Echo November Romeo Alpha. Which Japanese airport was built entirely on an artificial island in Osaka Bay? Winkle Gossler has it. Oh, the view. $4.20, good to see you, buddy. Your pal helped make that airport. No way, Tarnish, really? Jesus. Alright, the answer is Kansai International Airport. Kansai. Alright. If a pilot is flying into JFK, which city are they landing in? RD. I'm going to wait for Adam. Abby Trull, also known as JFK. Abby Trull. Brilliant. The Big Apple, New York, yes indeed. New York, that's it guys, you got it. He was born in the Strool. They named the petrol station after him. Which airport is often called the most dangerous airport in the world due to its short runway and high altitude. You can get your pictures taken with a cardboard cutout. Winkle? No, that's one of the lads flying. Oh man, look at that. Zoom, thank you very much indeed for the follow. There's a container ship over there. Lukla, that's the one, or Lukla. Yes, well done, lads. Lukla in Nepal. What is the main international airport serving Paris? What is the main international airport serving Paris? Charles de Gaulle. Charles de Gaulle. In Paris. If you're Ryanair, it's Toulouse. Brilliant. Balls. Check the owl altitude. Charles de Gaulle, that's it, lads. All right. Which US airport is known as the Mile High Airport? Which US airport is known as the Mile High Airport? Man alive, look at what we're flying into. Look at that wall that we're flying into. Jesus. This music kind of works. Man, that's gorgeous. Isn't it only deadly looking? The state of the sim, lads. The state of it. We're on the Southeast Asian server. So the Mile High Airport is, of course, Denver in Colorado. Denver, Colorado. Nice. Which aircraft is famously nicknamed Queen of the Skies? Which aircraft is famously nicknamed the Queen of the Skies? I think we're okay for terrain, you know. I hope we're okay for terrain. We'll find out now in a minute. Yous are getting it right, lads. Yous are getting it right. It is, of course, the Boeing 747. Good man, Muse. Which aircraft holds the record for being the largest commercial passenger plane ever built? Ah, Viper Strike, very good. Opel Astra, yeah. Which aircraft holds the record for being the largest commercial passenger plane ever built? The largest commercial passenger aircraft. Man alive, this scenery. We're going into the craziness of Norway. The Norse gods. This is a sign. Great Odin's beard. I'm not sure about the terrain at all, but sure, listen, we'll find out together, won't we? It's fine. The answer is the Airbus A380. Spruce Goose, no, it was the A380. Largest. Can you name the aircraft that has a nickname, the Dreamliner? Can you name the aircraft that has a nickname called the Dreamliner? Interesting answers. Outside air temperature is -1. Rule of thumb is the plane stops mid-flight at 3,700 feet, you hit a mountain. Yep. So the Dreamliner, it is the Boeing 787. Man alive, look at the view there, look. Shit, look at the state of that, lads. Which unique cargo plane used by Airbus to transport aircraft parts, and it looks like a whale. Great flying. This is great flying country in heli, right? I suspect we're going to be introduced to the ground here fairly soon. I like a challenge. So it's an Airbus, yeah? Airbus. Despite loads of refreshes, my stream must be way behind. People are answering before you even ask the question. Wait, what? It's alright, Muse. I'll let you answer the next question. You'll get this, you know. What dog, good to see you? The Beluga, yes. It is that of the Airbus Beluga or Beluga XL, based of course on the A330. And they made it look like a whale. Same here. Really? You just need to refresh. Just answer RD, you'd be grand. Yeah. Okay, here's the next question. RD, come on, Muse, you got there. Right. How many engines does the strategic bomber B-52 Stratofortress have? How many engines does the strategic bomber, the B-52 Stratofortress, have? How many engines, lads? This music kind of fits. Has all of them. Zard, they're a huge airplane, man. Man. The lighting, the scenery. Hamilton, there should be a retry on that, buddy. So the B-52, 8 engines. Technically. Does it have an APU? I'm not sure. Which Canadian manufacturer produced the C or J series of regional jets? Which Canadian manufacturer produced the C or J series of regional jets? We're flying towards a mountain. This is gonna hurt. Look at this big eater. What did I do now? 9 if you use an APU. I don't think it has one. They also manufacture trams like Skoda. The correct answer is Bombardier. Ooh. Bombardier.
It's not the plane, it's the pilot.
It's grand, you know. Milan Devos, welcome in.
Can I get a refund?
Bombardier. It's not Canada Air, it's Bombardier. There we go. Next question. What is the distinctive wing shape of the Concorde called? Kelly Price, good to see you. Yeah, Vision Jet's cool. It's cool. So what is the distinctive wing shape of the Concorde called?
Hello there.
Cracker! Hello there. Good to see you, bud. It's called stealing from the Avro. Right? A delta wing. That's it, lads. That's it. All right. The A220, originally designed by Bombardier, under what name before Airbus acquired it? So the A220, originally designed by Bombardier, under what name before Airbus acquired it? My playlist is all mad tonight. News fan, we can finally see you in an airplane, but you're back in an A10. Oh no! Poor old devil. C series. So yeah, it was classed as C series. Right, here's a question. Which aircraft was the very first supersonic transport to fly, beating the Concorde by 2 months? Which aircraft, the very first supersonic transport to fly, beating Concorde by 2 months? Man alive, look at that. Ah, yes. There's some tunes. Look at this state of Norway. It's absolutely gorgeous. So the aircraft in question was the Tupolev Tu-144. Tupolev, or Tupolev. Alright, we're nearly there, lads. What was the world's first commercial jet airliner to enter service in 1952? Yeah, it looks awesome thing, doesn't it? Hamilton, I would start in Cumulus just to give you a chance to learn all this stuff. Definitely. Boston Elf, we're about 30 miles southwest. Echo November Romeo Alpha, Southeast Asian. Yep. You're right, lads. Well done. The de Havilland Comet is the answer. De Havilland Comet. Which airline currently operates the world's longest non-stop commercial flight? Which airline currently operates the world's longest non-stop commercial flight? Firefly Air. Come on, Heisenberg. It flies out of New York City. Although I do believe it's going to change very soon. Isn't there, like, I'm almost certain Qantas are involved with one of them. The information I have, it is that of Singapore Airlines, which is flying JFK to Singapore. Now that could be now slightly out of date, right? Because I do know there's, I think Qantas are doing something. Man, look at the clouds. Yeah, Qantas are going to do it. Yeah. What was the aircraft Amelia Earhart was flying when she disappeared? What was the aircraft Amelia Earhart was flying when she disappeared? Muse's Vision Jet? Couple of people saying one thing, couple of people saying another thing.
500.
Oh, Captain Norse, welcome in. Thank you very much indeed for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. You join us.
Allow myself to introduce
myself. You join us as we're about to get in trouble. We're going to be landing shortly here in Norway. We took off from the Faroe Islands tonight. Here in the Vision Jet, flying the OnAir Christmas Challenge. Man, that was low. Let's see what happens. So it was a Lockheed Electra. That was the aircraft, a Lockheed Electra. Alright. Which aircraft holds the absolute speed record for a manned air-breathing jet? Which aircraft holds the absolute speed record for a manned air-breathing jet? Air-breathing jet. Tom Cruise, right? Twas, Malky, it was. So the answer, I can see it coming in, it is that of the SR-71 Blackbird. Ooh. All right. Which airline is the oldest in the world still operating under its original name? Which airline is the oldest in the world still operating under its original name? Prototype Games, good to see you, bud. KLM, the oldest, with the same name. It's KLM. Pan Am would have been there, but they ceased not so long ago. Well, years ago. All right. In 1986, the Voyager aircraft was famous for doing what? In 1986, Voyager, or the Voyager aircraft, was famous for doing what? Flying, Lear. Yes, yes. Pan Am still exists. It actually came back. Was it this year or last year we saw Pan Am? They chartered aircraft to fly. It's a railway here in New England now. The railway was recently bought by CSX. No way! So Voyager aircraft was famous for flying around the world without stopping or refueling. In 1986. That's mad, isn't it? All right, we're nearly there. What gas is typically used to inflate commercial aircraft tires to prevent combustion and ice? What gas is typically used to inflate commercial aircraft tires to prevent combustion and ice? Farts, yeah. They've used gas, fart gas. Get in there now, you'd be grand. Laughing gas, yeah. Easy now, Jemima.
Sink rate.
Sink rate.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
You're all right, Betsy.
Pull up. Pull
So it is, yeah,
up.
it's nitrogen, liquid nitrogen.
Pull up.
In aviation metrology or meteorology, what does CAV-OK stand for? CAV-OK or CAVOC?
Sink rate. Sink rate.
What does CAVOC stand for? Aviation 1001, good to see you, bud. This is going to be a sporty landing. Ah, she's grand. Yeah. Easy now. We're fairly north here now. Gear coming down. Clear skies, okay. Ceiling and visibility, okay. Cav okay. This view is far from Cav okay, I agree. What is the medical term for dangerous shortage of oxygen in the body, which can happen if cabin pressurization fails? What is the medical term for the dangerous shortage of oxygen in the body, which can happen if cabin pressurization fails?
Oh, Jesus.
I can't see the runway yet.
Hello?
Henry, welcome in. Thanks for the follow, dude. Easy now. My lights were flashing. Cheers, Henry. And the weather really turned here, didn't it? Ooh. Outside air temperature -1. The medical name is you're screwed, yeah. Hypoxia, yes. Okay, and our last question. You ready now? What does the acronym ETOPS stand for? ETOPS. Irish Gav is here, good to see you, bud. Welcome aboard. Oh, we're getting starters. What does ETOPS stand for? Engines turn or passengers swim? Oh, what's the speed?
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Easy,
Pull up.
easy.
Pull up. Pull up.
You alright, Josephine? Right. Turn off the nameplates. Flaps. Does icing on my flaps? Maintain a bit of speed. Extended sweating time in case of engine in-op. Extended twin engine operations. There you go. You did very well on tonight's quiz. Now, what's this icing doing to us? Alright. You're alright. You're alright. Eggs taste of plastic. What's our prizes? You get to do the quiz again, and the questions will have all changed. Easy now. Stall speed is going to be high because it's detecting ice on the flaps, right? Let's see what happens. PPLs all round. Yes, yes. Easy now. This looks like a beautiful little airport. Short runway. Easy. Easy.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
The timing. Balloon, the timing! Oh no, someone had a terrible accident!
Landing time logged.
Easy, easy, easy. Flaps in. Jeez, that was, whew. True or false, the Irish invented Egypt just to describe Murph. Listen. The Irish are responsible for creating many things. Many things, yes. Oh no! Someone had a terrible accident. We shall taxi in. You get to visit Abbey Shrew Aerodrome. That's a great prize.
Hello there.
Ezo, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Easy now. Easy. The weather is, you know, interesting. Jeez, the amount of planes here, this is savage. The weather's absolutely terrible, isn't it? Lovely little airport. Is everyone... That's a default airport, I think, isn't it? Or is it? Or is it... Oh, is it MK Studios I have installed? Oh, it could be MK Studios. Right. Let me light. No wonder it was so dark. I left my landing light off. What an absolute scuttling idiot. It's alright, lads. Don't worry about it. Totally fine.
Engine off time logged. The flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
Maybe it's a default airport. Why do I think it's MK? Interesting. Right, OnAir won't be terribly happy about that flight. You know, it's in general. Hang on. We would have lost points now because I never used the landing light. Ah, Jesus. I lost 1 point because of the landing light. I don't believe you. Weren't too bad. 96%. 96%. Right? Free flight. Okay, so we got comfort bonus not obtained. Safety bonus, yes. Aircraft handling, yes. Soft landing, yes. Night landing. IMC. And a flight score bonus. Jeez, we've got a huge bonus there. That's awesome. Nice. Excellent. So, we're doing well with our Christmas challenge. Even though, you know, I messed up the start of it. We're now here. Echo November Romeo Alpha. We're going to continue this flight next Friday when we fly in the Baron or Bonanza. I think it's the Bonanza. We're going to be flying this further on until we get to our final stop, which is up at Echo Foxtrot India Victor. All right. So, well done OnAir. That was an absolute blast. As for here, lads, this is a beautiful little airport, isn't it? Is this default? Maybe this is default. It's one of the Gaia airports, is it? Gaia, yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? It's nice. What a lovely little airport. The weather is horrendous. Jesus, John C. got in and got out quick. There's a racetrack next door. Oh, yeah, look. Well, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Racetrack, you say? Can we race on the racetrack? Why the devil can't we? Right, lads, come on, we need to have a race. It's going to happen. I'm telling you it's going to happen. Come on, quick. Oh, yes. The rules are simple. The rules were simple. Oh, yes. The rules? Don't make a balls of it. You join us here in this place where we do a ground taxi. Maneuver your aircraft over this side, friends. You are not allowed to take off. You must maintain taxi speed at all times. If you take off, you're out. If you leave the track, you're out. You must remain on the circuit. Oh, yeah. I mean, what could possibly go wrong here, right? Turn 6 is a doozy. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pilots. Come on now with that. Come on, Muse. Come on, Boss and Elf. We need a few more lads. Once you stay on the track, doesn't matter, but you have to stay on the track. If you go off the track, you're gone. Right? Heaps was doing a great job there until, you know, he shagged it. He slipped on the ice. Right. Let us do the thing. Gentlemen, start your engines. 3 turns to the left, 5 to the right, 60% power. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. It all comes down to this. You know, a Muppet on the loose. Alright, sports fans. This is stupid. You just need to stay on the track. Are we ready? Off the brakes. Jesus. We're rolling. Taxiing only. Oh, it's bumpy. Easy now. Jesus, it's loud. Don't you know them? Get on the track. I know. Oh, wait. Jesus. Go on, Muse. I'll go with you on the inside track. Stay on the second track. Oh, jeez. Easy now. Easy now. Oh, no. Don't you know them? Hit a tree. Heaps to get out of it. You're on the grass. Oh, one way and it's okay. Look at Muse booting it, look. Shocking. Oh no, mind the fence. Oh jeez, the brakes. Ah, Muse, he's completely shanked it. He's off. He's had a terrible crash. You poor devil, Muse. Right. Oh jeez, there was a bump. Easy now. Easy. Get around the corner. Oh no, it's the wrong way. Hang on. Easy, easy, easy. Go on, go on. Oh no, Mr. Minnie might hit a tree. Muse man hit another tree. It's alright, it's alright. Jeez, look at the lads coming back in the net. I know. Easy, easy. We're about to start the final lap. Don't hit the thing, Murph. Oh, Jesus. Right. The final lap. How good are the brakes? Oh, Mr. Minnie might have shagged it. Muse fan has shagged it. Doctor. They've all shagged it. Get around the corner, quick. Muse fan, go handy. Go on, get up, go on. Oh, Jesus. Oh no, what's the speed? Daddy Plum, what's the speed? Oh, I kept going. Oh no! Oh dear! Oh no! There's actually. I've gone sideways, Fenton. Stay going! Stay going! No one saw nothing. It's grand. He's in it. Oh Jesus! Oh no! The tree! Oh! I've hit the tree! How do we back it up? Back it up! Back it up! Unback it up! Power! Turn us around quickly! Mr. Mini-Mite is dead! Oh no! What position was this? Our muse is waiting for me, look! Go on you, devil you!
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy.
Ah, Jesus! Right, I think by process of elimination I've come first. I'm just saying, right? Ah, Jesus. Team Thunderbolt? What do you mean track races? Or track limits? These are all mad. Right, that was great crack. Look at Muse go. Oh, all night he wasn't showing up and now he shows up. Brilliant. Right, anyway, he crashed again. Look, you muppet, he crashed. My A10 Juice Goose did pretty well. Yeah. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right, that was good old crack. Right, lads, we're back tomorrow night at 2000 Zulu time. We continue on with our Napoleon series, and we're flying in Italy tomorrow night. Looking forward to that. And Daddy Plump. We'll bit of crack. Then it's a busy week next week. We're going to be doing Red Bull racing on Tuesday, with the news Wednesday, double stream Thursday, and then we're back completing the OnAir Christmas challenge next Friday night. So it'll all be kicking off over the next couple of days for sure. But I want to thank you all so very much indeed for tuning in and keeping me company this evening. It's a Sunday, we don't belong here, and we're going to bed nice and early because there's work tomorrow. Or, you know, there's this. So, yes, thank you all so very much indeed. That was a lot of fun. Excellent scenery. We also checked out that global shipping from Seafront Simulations. Very, very nice. So, yeah, more on that during the week as well. So, lads, thank you all so very much indeed. And we will see you all tomorrow at 2000 Zulu. Till then, you take care.